Welcome back from Desk Flow. Now, now let me tell you this right now, man. See, the growth of an artist can you come a long way within a year, man. Man, I seen this artist come from with his debut. I even had to make sure it was his debut, man. From the stint of ours, and then he went on to release Victoria, and then he went on to release his DJ Skiz collaboration album. I love that because it's Logan, X Men, you know how we get down over here. And then,
Sure.
man, this newest release, man, this guy even painted the cover for this, man. So I think it's one of his most in-depth personal projects that he put out as an individual. Because when we last spoke, man, he wanted to get into this type of stuff, man. And I think I was his very first interview in that whole week, man. It was like 4 or 5 interviews after that, man. So you can really tell,
Yeah.
man. Guy was on Be Real TV, man. So without further introductions, man, I got Adonis right here.
Yo, what up, man?
How you doing, my guy?
I'm blessed, bro. I really am blessed. Um, I just thank God that I'm alive and I'm still here, and I'm happy to be present and just seeing this moment right now. I have a lot of clarity right now. I'm just
Man,
blessed.
yeah.
I hope you're blessed. I pray you're blessed as well, of course.
You think the music helps like a lot having like three successful projects after the stint of ours?
No.
No?
For
Oh
my
wow,
happiness,
okay.
as far as like my happiness or like where I am in my life, like the music did that. Like, if that's what you're asking, no. It was just my own really doing this COVID shit and just being isolated and by yourself. It's just like it was like eye opening, and like I'm a Cancer, so not going out that don't mean shit to me. I love that shit. So like solitude and being alone, it just like gave me a lot of time to like just like figure out who the fuck I was, like, you know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing. So I think I just have the clarity I have right now is just it's a magnitude of like everything. It's my life, it's my age. I'm 31 now. I just feel and think differently. Like, I'm happy that I make my music, of course, but like I don't think me reaching this point in my life has anything really to do with the music.
Man,
Um,
yeah. and
yeah.
you can tell like when like an artist like get and like an artist like actually has a successful project because you can see like the placements on Shady 45 and like all the other stations like mind you they're big stations but I can't name off the top of my head but I've been seeing like
Yeah.
when Logan was getting placements or even like Destinivals was still getting placements like damn this guy even like joined with VHS. So what I want to know is that you worked like solely with one producer for those last two projects, VHS and DJ Skits.
Right.
So coming into I Spit on the Devil, like, did you make this painting first and then realize, like, damn, I can use this for an album cover? And that's what made the album, or let's get into that.
I started making that album. First off, we started. I'm not even gonna say I started making an album, but I met Teddy Andreas in like 2018, I think 2018 or 2017, 2018, around the time this thing of ours came out, and we just started recording. And then like, hold it. So we just started like recording random shit. He would record me on his beats, and then we would do like songs together, different shit. So fucking, we didn't really know what the fuck we were doing. We were just recording, and then I'm like, fuck that. We need to just. I think both of us were like, we need to just do an album, and he was like, yeah, bet. So we just started like compile, like in my mind, without even really telling him. I'm like, I'm already hearing songs that we recorded, and I'm like, yep, that one, this one, this one. And then when we were like, all right, we're gonna make this album, I'm like, all right, I need these songs. And then like I had to really like go back and forth with this nigga about like certain songs, like, yo, like I don't care like what you want to build on, but I know I want these three songs. And then like he would be like, all right, bet. And then the next time I seen him, I would say the same shit, and he would act like we didn't talk about this before. And it would be like the first, it was like he didn't remember, and I was like, nah, nigga, I need this song, this song, this song. And then it was just like it was a power struggle a little bit. Then I finally got those basis songs, and then we just started building off that. Then like a year in, maybe we're like, what the fuck is the title of this? I don't know. I'm like, we were going through shit, and I was just saying random shit. I don't know. I like wild, stupid shit, and he brought up I Spit on the Devil, and then the way he did, he was like, this is what like when I don't know. This is for everybody though, but like when you I don't know, like you hear shit in your head or something, and it's just like some bullshit or some bad shit, or like it's, you know what I mean? Like, you hear a voice in your head. I'm not saying people hear voices. I'm just saying, like, you know, your subconscious. You may hear your subconscious say some terrible shit, and you want to get that out of your head immediately. Like, he was like, that's what I said. I said, spit on the devil. And ever since he told me that, like, it's been helping me in my life. Because I'll be thinking some fuck shit, or some fucked up shit, and then just, I'd be like, he, like, blessed me with that. So I was like, nigga, let's just name the album that. And then I was like, that's tight. And then we just kept recording. And then once I had, like, most of the songs, like, I'm a spiritual person and shit, and my grandmother, like, told me that St. Michael was, like, my guardian angel. That's what she told me. And she gave me, like, a card with St. Michael on it and stuff. So he's always been, like, monumental in my life, and he meant something. Because it was like my grandma told me that. One of my grandmas told me that. My Mexican grandma, actually. Fucking, so, like, I always have, you know, candles of St. Michael that I light just for myself and my own personal stuff. And I just be looking at the candle and I'll be like, damn, I should just draw this. Like, I'm going to just draw this. So I fucking started drawing it. And then I'm like, yeah, I spit on the devil, this. And I'm like, boom, there you go. And then I'm like, I'm going to just make St. Michael black. Why not? Like, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong
with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So I just, you know what I mean? And the person, the demon he's stepping on is to be interpreted as whatever you want it to be. Whatever you see is who that is. You know what I mean? But it just so happens to be that the archangel is black in this depiction. There's nothing wrong with that. And then, like, that's when I was like, I'm just trying to do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think nothing, you know what I mean? I'm not looking at what other people are doing or nothing. I didn't even really listen to a lot of rap this year. I just was on my own path. Okay. And I just so happened to have I Spit on the Devil kind of ready already. So it just was like, it just came like that. But nothing was really planned. That's all I got to really say about this album. I didn't really like, you know what I mean? It just organically fell into place like this and just worked. Like, that's it. Like, we shooting videos and shit soon. We got merch and we got a bunch of shit. I got a website and shit, but I just wanted to put the album out. So, like, it's unfolding how it unfolds. I'm just letting it play.
Yeah, because that cover, because, like, at first you have to see, like, really have to, like, look at it to see what he's stepping on. It's like, oh, so, like, he's stepping on some type of demon. And it's like, to have, like, that, like, was that hand-painted?
That was hand-painted. I drew it, and then I got a fucking paint. I got a whole thing of paint. What is that, oil or acrylic? I got acrylic, and I just, you know what I mean? I've always been able to draw and paint. Like, art is, like, that's what I do. Like, this is what I do. I'm a left-handed person, and I'm a Cancer. Like, I've done every type of art. So, like, it's not like, oh, I don't know how to paint or draw some shit. It's just like, I'm a rapper. I don't even really rap. I mean, I do whatever I want to do. That's what it is. So I was just like, fuck, I'm going to just paint this shit. But I also got some paint markers, because I'm more like a graffiti type of person. So I just did did a lot of the outlining. That's why it's so
as y'all can see.
Outlines.
They can see, you can keep going, they can see it in the background.
Oh shit, those?
No. I got your album cover like coming in and out the background. Talking about
okay,
it.
Okay. I'm tripping on it.
No, it's all good. I'm just clicking on it. So we're talking about it. Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. But yeah, that's why like I did the lines so deep and thick, because like that's like the type of shit I be like in art. I like anime and shit and graffiti. I like thick lines. So yeah, I really painted that, and then I actually had painted the back cover before I did the front cover.
Okay.
And it wasn't for rap. It was just for me. I was just doing a self-portrait just because. And then I was like, why don't we just fucking use that for the back cover?
Yeah, it matches.
Like, real. And then I just wrote, like, this is the first album where I had basically all the control. Outside, like, me and Teddy, you know what I mean? Teddy came up with the title. It's a fucking genius title. And it was, like, a blessing that other people can use. So I'm like, but, like, I did the cover. I chose the song titles, all the song titles are meaningful to me. I basically sequenced it, and at the end of the day, like, some shit didn't make the cut, and it was because I was like, I don't want it down. And then, like, some songs, like, made it just at the end, like, Rosemary and Raven was, like, right at the end. And I had to actually replace the song with Raven, and it had a Teddy verse on it, too. So that's why I had to get him to rap on Raven.
Yeah, it's a good thing Raven made you. That's my joint right there. That's hard body right there.
Raven?
Yeah, yes, sir. That Raven.
That's my shit. That's my shit. There's a reason why I named everything, like, for real.
So when you're coming into this project now, because when I noticed the title, like, the cover grabbed your attention, but when you read the title, it's like, damn, I spit on the devil. Like, that's one hell of a title. So when you actually dive into this project, you get to the second track called Prodigy. Now
Mm-hmm.
now see like when an artist channels another artist who's no longer here, that's like very rare to do. So what was like the inspiration for you to actually channel Prodigy? Because like you can't
So you talking about the skit or the song?
the song, and then we'll get into the skit because I noticed the skit comes after the song.
See, let me tell you what the meaning of that is. Number two, it's for Prodigy from Mobb Deep, but it's really the Prodigy, and it's a band. You never heard that song?
Oh, I heard of the band.
Starter. That's why I'm saying R.I.P. to the Fire Starter. It's about that, the Prodigy. You know what I mean? And that had just happened in that year when I was writing that. So that's why it all just like it just flew like that. And also it's like Prodigy is Teddy's favorite fucking rapper. That's his favorite rapper. And I love Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? And I felt that pain. And you know what? We were just like, we need to find something meaningful that Prodigy said, because we both resonate with Prodigy, and that's his favorite rapper. So he was looking through stuff, and he found that, and I didn't even find that. He just sent me to that. He sent me that when the album was bounced. You know what I mean? Like, this was the one. And it worked perfectly. And I felt that. He matched exactly what I was feeling. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, shit just gotta happen. Niggas be thinking too much about shit, trying to make shit into shit, and like, you gotta like really like live life. Shit gotta happen.
Exactly.
And, you know, but you can't be like, I gotta put up, like, you can do whatever you want. Don't listen to me. I'm not, who would fuck am I?
No, but you can't force it. You can't.
But to make something like I Spit on the Devil, or to make some art like that, like, it ain't gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be like, you gotta, like, I can make some shit like I Spit on the Devil in a month. I could, but I'm just saying, like, everything that happened with that album, it just happened like that. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, nothing was planned. It was just written. It was just written like that, man.
Yeah, because when you're coming up too, like, because I think like a lot of, if you like grew up in a digital age, like a lot of these kids, they'll go Google Prodigy and they'll have that band show up. So when you said that, I was like, yo, actually, when you put that together, I was like, yo, like I actually got that now. So if for the people listening right there, if you don't know the Prodigy, man, the first time I ever heard of them, it was literally called Smack My Bitch Up. And it was like, what hell of a name for a title. So I advise everyone to go listen to that, do the research, come back, listen to the Adonis version, man, because, man, I'm going to go listen to that after hearing that. So
that's what I tapped into it. And then if you go look at the album cover, that song, The Firestarter's on, it's a crab on it. And that's the Cancer. That's my sign.
Oh, yeah, it is a crab.
It's the crab on that. Why is that? I don't know. I didn't make. I mean, it just was. And I mean, that's tied to some other shit. So it's just like, shit just be mystical, bro. They really do.
And then even like how the interlude goes into like the time splits now too. Because when I first seen it at first, because like I seen a track list and I was like, okay, before you judge it, just listen to it. I was like, why would he have the interlude at the end of the song? And then now I see why he did, because it goes right into time splits. So I was like, damn, yo, this is like
Teddy ass did that.
Oh, he did. Okay. So salute Teddy for that, because man, like, because a lot of people don't know that interview by Prodigy, like the therapist one, like that. Like I always wanted somebody to sample like some of those quotes from that documentary. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, so he gets
that'll
it.
just make you go back to it. You know what I mean? And just peep it.
Well, it's like, oh, he gets it. He gets why he wants to put this within his music. So it's like, because you could have told Teddy, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
So like, even like with Time Split, yo, like I ain't gonna front, yo. Like this gave me a very Time Splitters vibe. I ain't gonna front.
What'd you say? What about Time Splitters?
Oh, this gave me a Time Splitters vibe, yo. You and Teddy.
Oh, that song or
yes,
this?
Sir. Yeah. Oh, like it's like a continuation to that one, Time Splits.
Yeah, Time Splits. That's like, Time Splits is like, to me, we all time splitters in a way, and I think every choice and decision that you make is a split. And you can like change your trajectory or change anything in your life just by words or things you do. And splitting time is basically like claiming your own fucking destiny and being like, I'm gonna just do what I want to do. And I'll split time in any way that I see fit. And then when you listen to that song, I'm talking about like the fuck did I say? I could switch the time zone with every last song. You know what I mean? It's just things like that. I'm just saying, like, with your behavior and shit that you do, you basically you hold the power to, you know, do anything in your life and change anything in your life. Like, and you have to really believe that.
Yeah.
You can't feel like you're locked into anything. You can't be locked into anything except with whatever your path is. You know what I mean? Like, that's what being a time splitter is about. That's why we started the record label Time Splitters, because it's like it's one of Teddy's favorite games and shit. And the way he explained it to me, it was just like, yeah, I'm fucking with that. Because I was gonna start a whole different record label by myself, and it was gonna be just some other shit. And then he was like, no, I want to do this, do that. And he was just like, fuck that. You know what I mean? I want to be on a team. I'm a family-oriented person anyway. And I work better with a team and a partner. I have to have, like, some sort of partner. Like, it's good to tap in with a nigga. You know what I mean? Somebody to check and balance with, you know what I mean? That type of shit. That you trust.
Did you go back and play the games just as, like, a little bit of research, or you already knew what that was?
Absolutely, but I played a little bit of it. I can't beat it without him. And, like, he was staying with me, but he went to his aunt. He went to his aunt's, and he's been with his family and shit. So, like, while we dropped the album, we haven't really been together. But when he gets back, we're gonna beat that game, beat both of them, and then we're gonna beat. I think the first two Metal Gears, we need to beat those, and then we gonna shit like that.
So yeah, like, you can get inspiration from, like, things like that too, because, like, they have certain dialogues in those games, like, where it's like they have, like, that one line. It's like, oh, yo, like, they were in the bag with this one right here, because, like, it's a very underrated series that never's been, like, brought back in, like, I don't know how long. Time Splitters. I know Metal Gear's been doing ups and downs, but Time Splitters, like, that needs to come back. So
you gotta send me some of those bikes, but as soon as Teddy get back, we're gonna start playing it. But yeah, send me any of them bikes. See, that's the thing. It's like, I didn't really dig that deep into Time Splitters. So whatever I uncover, to me, will be like secret messages to me. And then, you know what I mean? Then I'll find something dope, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's what it was the whole time. Like, and then you'll find another gem. It's like something to chase. You just gotta, like, follow, like, what you're interested in, I think, and just go for that shit. This is what rap is to me.
I think that's the Doom influence that has in you, because, like, Doom does whatever the hell he wants.
There you go. You know why Doom and Lil Wayne taught me how to rap, and in a way, they rap similar to me. They just gas. You feel me? And I feel like that's what I come from, but knowing that I've been working on trying to tell stories and trying to, like, tell like shit that's relatable and not just be that. Because that naturally is my natural state, is just a motherfucking spazzing. I just spaz. Like, that's what I'm meant to do, like, but I have to actually, like, put myself on a leash and, like, be like, okay, I gotta really write about something. Like, and not just bar the fuck out. Like, that's, to me, barring the fuck out is easy.
Yeah.
That's the easy part of rap. That is the easy shit. It's like, you're just spazzing, and they can be like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? But, like, really writing something that, like, is painful.
Yeah.
And, like, been through, and it's like, I gotta go back to these memories that I tried to probably suppress or whatever the fuck. And the funny thing is, I barely got personal. I can get so much more personal.
Oh, damn.
That was, like, vague as possible. But, like, I'm not even trying to, like, really, like, because these are wounds, you know what I mean? Who the fuck wants to relive? But also, it's like, doing these songs is like therapy, so it's like, look, you know what I mean? It's like dealing with it, and, like, this album, I ain't gonna lie, like, it bring me to tears, a lot. And then, and it's like, I'm not even getting tired of it yet, but it's like, I still can't listen to it because it's so emotional.
Well,
for me.
And it
ain't even that personal yet, really. Nah.
Well, because, like, you even quoted it, like, I had to listen to it in your last interview we spoke. You said, like, man, it's a challenge for me to, like, really write these type of records. Because I'm like, would you ever make an album, like some type of the book around where you get personal? And then, like, a year later, we get, like, a glimpse of it with, like, I Spit the Devil. Because, mind you, it's like 9 tracks. It's not a full-length EP, but it's
right,
like,
sure.
It gives you a good vibe, though. But it's like, damn, yo, like, you really, like, you dug into it. But when you said you barely got personal, I can only imagine, like, if you were to do, like, something like a full 17 project, like that literally would be like front to back. You were like, damn, yo.
I think it would probably have to be like 16.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know that one. That the bonus cut on the vinyl.
17 is like a strange number. Or it would have to be 18. I would do 18.
Okay.
But that is so fucking long to me. And to make a perfect album with 16 or 18 songs, and as fucking ridiculous of a type of person I am, I can't have like some shit like, I don't really like that song, but we just need a song. I don't want to do that. So it would, like, I'm always gonna be on the shorter side just because it's like I don't like a lot of features because it's like, first off, to get a feature you gotta kiss somebody's ass. I don't like doing that shit. Or you gotta fucking pay out the fucking ass, which I'm willing to do. But then when I reach out, motherfuckers never get back to me and shit. So it's like, at this point, I'm like, I'm just gonna get the same features from the same motherfuckers because they, like, at least when I get Dell, it's meaningful. When I get Teddy, it's meaningful. You know, when I get whoever the fuck I get, you know what I mean? Like, usually the usual suspects. Then it'd be meaningful and it's like short and sweet. You know what I mean? So like, but when I have to do, like, eventually have to do one of these 16, 18 track albums, basically what you want, it has to be somebody got to put a bag up for people to get that, basically. Like, somebody got to give me a distribution deal or some type of shit so I can give you, like, and then I can pay these motherfucking rappers for these features and shit. Because I'm not paying with my money, you know what I mean? I try to build relationships with people. You know what I mean? And, you know, I pay for shit. I do pay for shit. And if I want something, I will pay for it. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't be wanting to, like, I don't know. A few times I reached out to people, they don't really, you know, people don't fuck with me. Basically, that's what it is. So, I think I need to have another mask, which is like a record label, to talk to these motherfuckers for me, and then, like, be like, okay, it's all good, man. The label talking to you. You know what I mean? And then that'll happen when that happens. But until then, I'm gonna bang it. I might give you a 12 joints. You know what I mean? A 12. For sure you get a 12. You might get a 12 next year. But it's like, I ain't doing it.
But you really don't need features, though, when you're an artist of yourself, though. Like, yeah, features are nice, though, but when you actually have a message, though, like, the features are kind of like second. It's like, I don't know if I want to put anyone on this yet. So, you know, that may change over time. It's like, man, I don't know if I want to. You may do that 18 track album. Like,
and it's all Adonis.
Yeah.
That would be so fucking. It would be like a fucking movie. It would be so long and just like. I mean, maybe that's a good idea, though. 18 tracks, no features. Somebody will do it.
But see, like, we're in a day and age, though, where it doesn't have to all be certain song structure. Because, like, if you go look at, like, the Book of Ryan or, like, Extinction Level Event 2, like, for, like, Extinction Level Event...
That shit is crazy. I love that.
Like, exactly. So, like, the first 3 tracks, there's no really basic song structure on that.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Exactly. So you can do something like that in this day and age.
See, but yeah, you gotta think big, or I gotta think big, or we gotta think big. You know, I gotta dream this shit. I gotta dream that shit. That shit don't just, like, I don't just shit these shits out. Even, like, none of these shits, like, they didn't just come, like, that. None of them really just came. Like, actually, Victoria, we did that in, like, 2 weeks. I ain't even gonna hold you. And that's my baby. I love Victoria. But we're doing another one, too. But that's like the only album I did, like, done quick.
Okay.
I can do them. I just don't do it.
No, but like you also don't want to put out like projects that you're gonna be like cellular afterwards. Like, man, I don't know about that one. Why they put?
I don't want to regret none of my
exactly.
art. I don't want to. You know what? The art that I regret is the art that I keep at the house for me, and all the songs that I got in my email that nobody ever fucking heard, or the mixtapes under the other rap name I used to have is on DatFeelin. Like, they're alright, but it's not like shit I'm proud of.
What was it? It was Aries or Aries?
Aries.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
Aries, Aries. I think maybe it is Aries because my mom is an Aries and my best friend's an Aries, so that's a meaningful sign to me too. So.
See, I don't know why I thought you were
just blew my mind.
Before.
Huh?
I thought you were Aries before, and then when you said that you were Cancer, I'm like, oh yeah, he is a Cancer. I forgot about that.
But that's we're both cardinal signs, meaning Aries starts the fire signs and Cancer starts the water signs. So we're similar in that, like, in the way of, like, being, I don't know, just first type shit.
See, like, with that, though, too, like, I like when, like, an artist, like, acknowledges his astrology sign now, too. But, yo, now, some of the shit that you be posting on social media be having me dying. It's like, yo, quit talking fake astrology, bro. You're scaring the hoes. I was like, yo.
I'm trying to help these niggas.
That's true.
I'm like, even if you don't think astrology is real, these girls do, bro. So you don't need to bash it. Niggas don't know how to talk to women in any way at all. And I'm just trying to help men and be like, bro, the way you approach women is just goofy. It's just like, that's not gonna work. But I'm very deep into astrology, very deeply into it. I've always been into it. My mom and my father was into it, and every girl that I date either is into it or they end up being into it because of me. So it's just something that I pay attention to. I feel like it's a guide to, like, at least it's like a user guide on humans or just entities. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it gives you a guide of like how you could treat a person just so you can like have a normal relationship with them. You know what I mean? Like they're this sign. Oh, I know one like this. And da, da, da. It's just a way to be like, you know, you could group them with. It's basically to generalize people. You're not supposed to do that, but you know, just for your own mind to do. I like that shit, you know.
But it's like what you said though about building relationships now too, because like I can see like even like before like I don't think like you even knew about B.A. Bad when we spoke though, but you appeared on his album Everybody Eats. I was like, yo, I like to see like when an artist, like two emergent artists work together. So like when
Did you put me with him?
B.A. Bad.
Did you put me with B.A. Bad?
I don't.
Did you tell me to rap with him?
I could have did, but I don't think I did. But
I don't even know how me and him linked up. But I'm glad I did. Like, he's dope as fuck. He's raw. He grimy and shit. And like, I be on that type of time, and I fuck with niggas. Like, and you know what I mean? I fuck with him, and we gonna continue to work for sure. I'm actually like, I have gained some new relationships with certain rappers that were warm to me and reached out, and I fuck with them, and I appreciate them, and now I feel some love in certain places where like, okay, I can fuck with him, and we gonna make some shit. Like, I just had to do my shit, you know what I mean? So I just was like, you know, and now I'm trying to just self-care the rest of this year away, because this shit is.
I don't know if you heard the VDon shout out he gave you. I think it was like a last week. November 27th was the podcast he was on. He gave you a shout. He was the guy named. He was with Willie the Kid, and
oh shit.
The guy named him. Like he was like he asked me. He's like, so who are the few artists that you don't mind working with? And then like at the end he said you. I was like, the Stinner.
That's my nigga. We tight.
Well, no, because like obviously, but when I heard like your name, I was like the Stinner. He didn't say the name, but like if you're a fan of it, you're gonna know like that you guys has worked together now too.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I was like, damn, yo, I wonder if VDon be playing this guy's stuff for like Dave East or Nas or somebody.
Man, VDon be playing my shit for everybody, man. And I've been knew that. When we was making this thing of ours, a lot of people heard me, and a lot of people said, was like, yeah, he's dope. So, like, I know that there's love out there and shit, and I appreciate VDon. VDon is, like, a big reason why I'm even here right now, and he's the reason why other producers was like would be willing to take a chance to work with me, because he was such a big name and he fucked with me just
you really think
off
that?
The strength.
You think that like you don't think like they would have worked with you like if this Stinner Buzz wasn't worth VDon?
No.
Really?
Well, how would they have known about me? I don't think they would have known about me. No. So like he just really like he put me out there, like at least like I mean I was buzzing a little bit, but.
That was the guy that was like,
huh?
That was the guy to like make you go like skyrocket.
Absolutely. He catapulted me into the stratosphere of the rap shit. Absolutely. Him, all these connections I made, Chad, Thilo, my manager Jay Smalls, motherfucking VDon, and then like, and it's just like you start in one place with one person that catches your shit. And then you know what I mean. They tell somebody about you, and then that's how I met Thilo, and then VDon. So now I got these three people that fuck with me, and then they tell some. And then from the shit with VDon, VHS was like, "Yo, your shit tight. I wanna fuck with you." Then we end up doing a song, and I end up fucking with Bale, and then you know what I mean. I end up fucking with Sleep Sinatra, and I still fuck with Sleep Sinatra, and then off the you know what I mean. Then fucking. Skids is like, yo, your shit's dope, I wanna fuck with you. You know what I mean? My shit is just growing slowly by slowly. But now it's like, I had to do something on my own. And like, really, I've been itching to do my own album, like, with just picking my own producers and giving them their fee out of the song and fucking dropping my own shit. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do next. But I just like we had to get this. I spit on a double out because that was like the most meaningful rap that I had actually had. Like we've been working on that since we met each other. So now that my schedule is cleared up, I'm gonna start doing what the fuck I want to do next.
So before we get into other topics, though, like this is a crazy, like this 9-track album though, and like you can play it all the way through. My only complaint though is like, yo, like whose idea was it to include like I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say have you say his name on the platform.
It was. Listen. I fought with this whole shit about Vlad, man. And you know what I mean? I've been on. I mainly was on the side that this nigga is the police. That's the side that I was on, basically. But at the same time, let me just be devil's advocate. You don't have to snitch on yourself.
That's true.
You don't have to. You do not have to.
That's true.
And there are people that go on Vlad and they don't snitch on themselves. And they answer questions in crooked ways, and they ignore his questions, and they dance around his questions, and they still get to use his platform to put their shit out. So, what I'm saying is, like, if you're gonna touch fire, at least know what the fuck you're doing. Like, it's fire. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you gotta get in the lion's den, I guess.
But like, what I don't get is though, like, if you're a hip hop media outlet, why are you interviewing hip hop? Or not even hip-hop, Compton unit gang forces or like ex-police officers. It's like, did these guys do a rap album? No.
I don't know. I just think, man.
Like, I think he'll be doing that shit just to fuck with us sometimes.
I really, listen, like, I don't even want to know why he does it. All I know is, you gotta know, like, all I know is, like, motherfuckers be doing all type of fucking wacky ass shit all the time. That shit don't got nothing to do with the kid over here. I can acknowledge it and be like, yep, that's some shit. That's crazy. But I don't even, like, I'm over even, like, giving my opinion to people. Like, it's, like, worth too much. Like, people can't know my opinions. You know what I mean? Like, because why do you need to know? Like, sometimes, of course, you know, I'm a person, so I might be like, I don't like this type of shit. And you get a little peek of, like, what I don't like, or you know what I mean? But like, I'm never gonna be like, I hate this fucking shit, or I try to avoid saying hate. Okay. This is not even like, I just try to avoid it altogether. Like, I don't get on the internet and be like, yo, this shit fucking sucks. Like, of course, I have some shit, but it's like very vague. Yeah. I'm not trying to just be bashing shit just because I'm bored. Like, I'm just trying to mind my motherfucking business, and me minding my business seems to be doing okay for me. Like, as long as I'm out the way and out of trouble and not fucked up, that's all I need. I'm chilling. Like, so, like, to me, it was more about Sugar Free. Like, Sugar Free was dancing around the motherfucking questions.
He was. Yeah.
Like,
that's what I liked about it.
Danced around him, and then he just kicked a little bit of sauce and a little bit of game to you. Like, it was just that, and it was like, I teetered with the idea of like, I'm gonna fucking distort Vlad's name so he sounds like a demon and and I was like, I don't even give a fuck that much. I don't care. No, we actually did it, and then he lost the file, and he was just like, I'm not doing that shit again. Like, he slowly like did it, and he was like, I'm not doing that again. And it was like, fuck it, and it was just like, I really like, I have no problem with nobody. I don't know none of these motherfucking people. You know who the people I have problems with? The people I have problems with. These motherfuckers, I don't know these motherfuckers. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. I never met none of these motherfuckers. Every time I meet these motherfuckers, it be love. I don't know these rappers. I don't know these producers. I just know the people that I've met. And they seem alright with me. I'm minding my business. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in that world. I'm really not. The Rappers Club shit, I'm not even in it. So, I don't know nothing about it. I'm out the way. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine.
I mean, that's a good way of looking at it, though. So, like, I was just raised a certain way, and I just seen this guy do something, like, because, like, even I know, you're not supposed to, like, quote, like, Farrakhan. Like, even I know that. Like, you're not supposed to do that.
Nah, I can see why you feel like the way you feel, because you are, like, a hip-hop media outlet, and you're pretty genuine, and you're not out here asking motherfuckers, like, so how many bodies do you catch? Like, chill, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel you, like, but you're just a good person, and maybe you're not doing the media shit to get the looks and get the fucking likes and the views, and like that's okay too. We exist.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm that rapper, right? You know what I mean? People are like that. Some people do shit for the love, like for real. That's for real. Some people do it for the love. Some people do it for the bag. Some people do it for all type of shit, and that's okay. We're all just here doing the fuck we're doing.
Exactly.
It's okay.
And like that's why when people get in my ear, it's like, yo, how come you don't do this for the money? It's like, yo, I'm not gonna get into that because like that will make me lose that will make me lose passion for it. That will make me not want to do it because I'll treat it like a job. And it's like, man, I fucking hate working, but if I like doing something I love doing, I'm gonna keep doing it.
That's why if rap starts to feel like a job, I don't want to fucking do it because I hate all jobs, and I've had jobs all my life. I'm not the type of person that didn't work, but I've never liked a fucking job. I used to work at the post office for 3 years. You think I liked that shit? I hated that shit. Excuse me, I disliked it.
I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that.
I'm sorry. No, it's more for me than you, Trey.
So, before we get off this topic, though, so if the opportunity came on, and if this guy actually reached out to you, would you do a Vlad TV interview? You can say, yeah, I'm not going to get offended. I would
have to for Long Beach. For Long Beach, I have to bring some shit up about Long Beach and shed some light on Long Beach because there's a bunch of shit going on in Long Beach. It's a bunch of new artists popping in Long Beach, and I'm trying to have all the Long Beach niggas come together. Nobody beef. Fuck all the beef shit. Like, set that to the side. Like, niggas is spitters out there, and Long Beach needs light. And it's not about me. It's about Long Beach, and it's about putting everybody on. So yes, I would do a Vlad. I don't care. I'm not going to incriminate myself. You can believe that.
But yeah, so, yeah, because like it's like what you said, you can dance around it though. But like it's even like with certain media outlets that could claim to be hip hop, like even like with a No Jumper though. Like, why the hell would you give like Selena Powell? So this girl's on, and you got interviews with like Ghostface Killer or like Benny the Butcher.
Instead of who? You talking about No Jumper?
Yeah.
So
like with No Jumper, I remember when this guy first started, because I remember watching all these outlets before any of this, even before I got into it, and I seen their rise. So when I was watching No Jumper from his beginning stages, this dude was wilding on the internet, having a bunch of like unknown rappers come up, and like these rappers were actually good. He got an XXX Tentacion first interview. There's a couple other ones out there. He's got a Ghostface one that's really good. And then he just started...
Yeah, Ghostface on there?
Yeah, like, I couldn't believe that. I'm like, you still got Ghostface?
Yeah, Ghostface Killer on there? Damn.
Yo, he got his cat...
But nah, he probably really... Like, I know why... Like, first off, No Jumper just has to exist. That platform has to exist. And these new rappers, that's what that the new lit shit, that's where you go.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, that I don't necessarily believe that he specifically, like, is purposely putting only the young... that type of shit on there. It's just that's what it is.
Oh no, that's what we need. Like that, but what I'm getting at though with that is though like
you need the real hip hop version of that.
No, but like it's good for the younger versions because we get to hear the insight. But when you start putting like groupies and like different shit on there, like dude, I don't know if you watched that Thoughts Gone episode, but the girl was saying she's like, yeah, I did the whole NBA team in like 12 days. Like, dude, that's not hip hop. Like, we don't need to hear this shit.
Like 1 second of that. I don't even like absorb certain media. Like, I don't. Like the shit. You would be so surprised to see what I'm listening to, what I'm watching, the YouTube videos I watch, bro. I don't watch no, like, bro. I be watching like cat videos and shit.
Yo, speaking of cats, when
I be watching cat videos and motherfucking watching niggas make motherfucking tacos and shit. And I be watching binging with Babish and shit. Like I don't even listen to rap. First off, I don't really listen to rap. I'm done listening to rap too, and now I know why rappers say that they don't listen to rap like this.
Yeah,
but
because you understand that now.
But I never really was listening to rap anyway. I listen to metal and R&B and all types of shit, and punk, and I don't listen to rap like that anyway. But like, I'm just not a typical, like, I don't even really watch no rap. There's no rap shit that I'm watching. Like, really, I don't really watch anything. I watch Joe Rogan and I watch Joe Budden. I like all the Joe motherfuckers.
Yeah, I noticed that the Joe's got really good, like...
All the Joes is lit. I don't know. I watch that shit, and sometimes I watch Drink Champs every now and then when it's somebody that I really, like, respect or like, or just interested in. Every now and then I will look at No Jumper. Every now and then I look at Vlad, but it's not like I'm like every day like,
Yeah,
yo,
like
what's
on
this
it.
shit on, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Like when I see it, I see it. You know what I mean? I'm more interested in like watching comedy shit and like shit about stand up. That's why I'm more interested in like Joe Rogan, because it's like it's basically supposed to be comedy. You know what I mean? To me, because he's a comedian and he be having. You know what I mean? So that's what I be trying to see. Sometimes I'm interested in his fucking scientist, motherfucking doctor, motherfucker. Sometimes, but it's like I want to see the comedy shit, and I want to see him start interviewing motherfuckers we not expecting to see. Like just
Like Vinny Paz.
He need to do a whole month of rappers.
He did Vinny Paz.
That's why I fuck with Vinny Paz. That's why I fuck with Vinny Paz the most. Was supposed to work, but when I see him, he fucking. Yeah, I fuck with Vinny Paz. He actually reached out to me. He was humble enough to be like, yo, you dope, and I like your album. And I was like, damn, I fucking respect you for that. And my best friend loves him and loves Jeremiah Tricks. Loves that shit. So it's just, you know what I mean? Shit naturally just happens, you know what I mean? Like, when I meet people, it be like, it don't, you know what I mean? It's just, I appreciate Vinny Paz. But that's why I like him, because that's why I fuck with Joe Rogan. But Joe Rogan be bringing rappers on there and shit. I ain't fronting on Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? I want to see him just do comedy more, but yeah, I like jokes. I like to laugh.
That would be dope. Like a whole month of him, like just doing like a Benny the Butcher or like a
hell yeah, even rappers that he don't really know about.
Like VDon or like bring a producer like Willie the Kid up there and just
fuck yeah. I want to work with Willie the Kid too. I told VDon that. So hopefully when we do this university, I get it with kids. I mean, I'm hoping. I'm praying.
So like this one, because I didn't want to get into Willie. I want to get into somebody else you admire. When you see like artists like Malcolmy, the God Fahim, who's the other dude? Your old Drew. When you see Doom working with these guys, like, what's the type of motivation does that give you? And like, does it?
I think the motivation to me is like I need to meet an alien to meet MF Doom, and that's all I know.
Is that what you say?
I haven't met that alien yet, and when I meet that alien, I'll do some work with that nigga. I didn't even know that they had songs with MF Doom. To be honest,
really?
I didn't know that.
Oh shit.
No.
Yeah, they got like
cool.
10 songs together, but it makes you wonder, like, yo, how the hell did these dudes get a hold of them?
I don't know.
Like, that's what I'm
like. I googled it. I googled how to find
yeah.
it. Nothing came up. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's my dream. That's like MF Doom is like my pops. Let me keep it real. That's like my pops. Sorry.
No,
you know what I mean? He's like. I learned how to rap from Doom and Wayne. That's just that. Like, I'm a Doom baby, child Doom. We all are. I ain't fighting on Doom. And I'm not also like, you know what I mean? I'm content. So like, I'm not seeking nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if anything happens, it will happen. And God willing, it'll happen. If it doesn't, that's fine. Like, it's also fine. Like, I've accepted whatever comes in my life. You know what I mean? Like, that's not gonna make or break me. You know what I mean? I love MF Doom. Honestly, you know what I mean? Honestly, it's almost like, damn, I should just leave. I should stop even trying to fuck with that door, because it's like, once you meet some of these rappers and shit, or you get around the energy or some shit, and what if it ain't what you thought it was? And then like, damn, like now the music's ruined forever or some shit. I don't want that to happen. Doom matters so much to me that it's like, he's already taught me so much that I don't need to rap on a song. I really don't. It doesn't matter. I can still appreciate Doom for what it is. Always.
I can see that though, like, but like, because like it took me a while to get into the Doom, because the way that I was put onto Doom was different though. But once you really like actually sit there, I think it was Mad Villainy that was the one that sold me. I was like, oh shit, like what the hell is this? So
I was sold on one song. First song I heard, I was like, what the fuck was that? It was Sofa King.
What was that?
The first song I ever heard was Sofa King, but it was like the remix to Sofa King.
Okay. Yeah.
So then, after that, we was like, he said so much shit, and we were just like on the phone, like, what the fuck did he just say? That he was like, the beast with two backs. They were like, the beast with two backs. And then we Googled the beast with two backs, and like, that means sex. I'm like, yo, this nigga's putting riddles in this shit. Like, we got dumb hype. Like, yo, this nigga, he said, what'd he say? He just says shit that you gotta look it up. Like, what the fuck was he talking about? And that's what I like about rap. It's like, but Doom does it in a way where in pocket, on the beat. Like, motherfuckers be like, Doom ain't on the beat. No, you ain't on the beat. Doom is always on the beat, usually, to me. And he's just like, he's a precisionist, but he's so fucking cunning and, like, different. And he says shit that no one says, words that no one say. It's not all about punches with him, but he got him. Like, it's like he is the best rapper to me. He's the best rapper. That's just crazy. I mean, like, motherfuckers be having one aspect of it and be like, and they think they the best rapper. Like, no, you got one aspect of it. Like, you dumb lyrical. Like, okay. But, like, the reason why I'm saying Doom is the best, and the reason why most Def said it, is because he's a full package of a rapper. And he does everything. You know what I mean? He's not just good at one thing. And he's like leaning into that one thing just only. Like, he's everything. That's why I say MF Doom is the best rapper. Motherfuckers be like, oh, this rapper is the best rapper because he's like crazy lyrical. Like, it's like, but it's like, to me, like, those are niches. And Doom is like the full package of what a rapper is to me. You know what I mean? It's not a niche of like, oh, I just do this one. I'm a specializer in this thing. You know what I mean? It's like, I could do anything. And he don't do hooks. You don't even need a hook, and all them songs are songs. Still.
Yeah, and that's like, he was doing that way before, like this Renaissance came back. Like,
you feel me? You feel me? Like, Doom is, he started this shit. Let's call it what it is. Like, I mean,
there's a lot of people that can say that, but like, he's one of the forefathers that.
Oh, right. Oh yeah. I mean, but I'm saying, like, a lot of people is in Doom set it up for niggas. He did. You know what I mean? Griselda set it up for niggas too. People set it up and shit, but I'm just saying, Doom, he did some groundwork for us to get to where we are right now with the underground.
But they're a branch off MF Doom, because even West Cuts, he's like, dude, I'm a Buffalo kid doing shit with MF Doom, so even he knows like the significance.
He tapped in. He's tapped in.
So like, that's what I mean, and like, I wonder if like he knew like a Doom like 20 years later would influence his artists like an Adonis, Griselda, Norm.
Yes, he did.
Like, I just don't know, man, because like, if you go back and look at those albums, like the way they're released, it's like,
nah, you know why he did? Because they're that fucking good. When you drop shit that's fire and it's undeniable, you know it's gonna, you know what I mean? You don't even need to, you just sit back and chill, bro. These are investments. Like, yo, I'm just dropping shit. It don't matter when the bomb go off. You know what I mean? Jay-Z, he didn't go platinum off that first joint. That's a famous thing that he says. But look at that shit now. And now it's a fucking world-renowned record. And you just gotta put shit out that you believe, man. I know Doom probably was like, I'm the shit. And motherfuckers gonna know that. And we know that. We know.
Well, like, him and Madlib, they're a very rare breed because they don't, like, they know of their skill, but they're not, like, how do I say, they're not really cocky or fake. Like, you know how, like somebody, like, one of these rappers.
They're comfortable.
Like, yeah. They're comfortable. Instead of being like, I'm this, I got that, I can do this. They're like, man.
That's the mask.
I like that.
That's the mask. But I'm giving up too much. You
know? No, that's true, though. That's what artists need to hear.
That's their mask.
Well, like, even, like, with, like, a Doom, like, it's just like, damn, you know, like, my only complaint with Doom is, like, dude, we know you got that Ghostface album. That shit was supposed to come out 2006 with the Fish Scale. I remember that whole hype behind it right now. So, yo, Doom, if you're listening, yo, give us that Swift and Changeable. We waiting.
There's a reason why he's doing whatever.
Oh, there's a reason. This guy probably enjoying it too much.
I think I don't know, he's just calculated and he's gonna do whatever he wanna do. Like, I think he's still tapped in because he's doing features and shit. So, I mean, he's tapped in, you know what I mean? Like, but, I don't know, he gonna do what he gonna do. Like, I want VV3.
Oh, shit.
I want VV3. I want Victor Vaughn 3. I want motherfucking...
Never heard that one for a while.
I want the real Mad Villainy 2.
Yeah, none of that, the one where the album covers going like this.
No.
That's not the second one.
We want the real one. We want the VV3. We want whatever your new album is. We want Doom. We want Doom. The world needs Doom right now. If anybody needs Doom, the world needs Doom.
So if you had, like, you know, one song that you can work with on MF Doom through your discography that you can just put them on, like, say, like, the song that come out But what's that one song in your discography that you would
That I would put him on?
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a good fit right there. Okay, I like
Bruce
that.
Wayne or any comic book shit. Logan. So I would just make something up. I would just make a whole nother universe, and we would just be whatever in there, doing whatever. That's what I do.
So I got
I create personas.
See, I like that's what's coming into that.
I
now.
destroy personas too.
So like even like with that now too, you know how like Cool Keith has like different personas, like Keith Turbo,
Dr. Octagon.
Yes, sir. So
my favorite one.
Oh hell yeah, Dr. Octagon. Killed him off for Doctor Doom and brought him back for Dr. Octagon too. Cool Keith is crazy like that. So with that being said, would you ever like do have your own like alternate ego and like do an album like that?
For the whole album?
Yeah, like not under Adonis. Like this would be under a totally different name, and you don't tell people it's you. But you can't tell people it's you.
Oh yeah, I would do that too. But I would also do it and tell people.
Figured it out.
I would do both.
Figured it out.
I would do. I already have one. Yeah, I already have one. But that's probably going to be the public one.
Okay. I see. Cause
I'm gonna have a public alias. Oh, I started a group.
Do we know of it?
Do you know of it?
No, like there's like the public.
I mean, it's pretty public. Yeah, the world knows. I started a group with Teddy Andreas.
Okay.
It's just a two man group, like Outcast or Mob Deep type shit. Just me and him.
Or like a CNN.
Yeah, CNN, two MCs, but he's also the producer. You know what I mean? We'll probably tap in with a DJ, you know what I mean? But yeah, and I'm going to have a different name. I already have it, but yeah.
I'd just like to see like you do that with like something like Big Ghost and have like Teddy do the skits on that.
Do Teddy do the skits?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I work with whoever reaches out. And it's nice to me.
So
whoever's nice and genuine and reaches out, I'm willing to definitely create a relationship.
Damn, you got Vinny Paz reaching out. God damn, it's only a matter of time before
you work. But you know, I have Vinny Paz, but it's not like I'm sweating him. I don't sweat nobody. You know what I mean? It's just like we're cordial and respectful, and he treats me like a human being, a person. Yeah. He does, and like I appreciate that. Some, you know what I mean? A lot of these guys are different, and it's just like
he won't. Like,
I'm not even like in it for that.
He won't like try to like get money out you. It's like 600 for the verse grade here. It's like man, because
but it's like like when I approach rappers when I approach rappers with business like that, it never works, and you know what I mean? And it's just I don't know what it is, but I don't go around begging nobody for shit. I've never done that. Like if I really want something, I'm gonna pay for it. But it seems like when I reach out, it never works out, and that's fine. That's why I just keep working with who I work with. But it's just like I keep these relationships pretty like normal. You know what I mean? It's not always about like what I can get from a motherfucker. Like, but if you can't be used, you're useless, and I know that, and everybody knows that. But it's like I don't treat relationships like I have a relationship with you, but it's not like I'm like mending it like. Because I want shit from you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I treat you like a person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I don't do that. You know what I mean? And we all have our own lives and shit. And I just try to keep every relationship that I have as, like, normal as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, because we're all living our own lives. And, you know what I mean? Like, I reach out to people and rappers, and they be going through shit sometimes. You know what I mean? And nobody asks them about shit. And you know what I mean? I hit a rapper up, and I'm not gonna even say who it is, but he was going through some shit, and you wouldn't know. Nobody would know. And then I don't know if people check in on him, and I'm just another fucking rapper. I'm just a fucking stupid ass rapper, and I'm just like, oh damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to have regular relationships because it's like everybody's on some tape shit.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know.
I don't like that shit. I hope everybody knows that I don't want nothing from it.
See, I understand where you're coming from because me and Pharaoh Monch, we got that kind of relationship because like
it's a good relationship to have.
Because like man, when I first reached out, like he's like, you know, I'm not really type of the interview, so like, you know, after that we would stop talking, but it's like, no man, like I'm trying to show you like I really want to get to know you. So I'd rather build with him on a weekly basis than do an interview with him because you get more information when like you just build with somebody and you can use that to your life. Like he told me something that, just because like something doesn't happen when you want it to doesn't mean that it will happen. Sometimes people just want to see what you're like to see if you have a genuine heart. And and sometimes it's like, yo, man, like I don't even want to have a public conversation with you. Just off the things that we talk about alone. So it's like I understand where you get that from.
I love Pharoah much, and he's dope as fuck. And I think he just dropped a new album, didn't he?
No. January 21st. No, January.
Oh, but I've seen him drop some about some music.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I love Pharoah much, and that's cool that you have that relationship. You should definitely keep it. Just be genuine. People should just be genuine, and I swear, being genuine and being honest, and the more genuine and honest you are with yourself and everyone around you, the better your life will be. I promise. It's like a proven thing. It's a proven thing in my life. I've been witnessing it. Like, so just be real with yourself. And if you got to keep your mask up, don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. People that be like saying bad shit. What are you saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, just don't say shit. But like, you know what I mean? You keep your mask up if you don't keep your mask up. But being genuine and being open, and that's the best way. You know what I mean? When you open and you're like, yo, I'm cool. I want everybody to know I'm cool. Then some people will be like, okay, he seems approachable. A lot of rappers would be like, I'm so unapproachable. That motherfucking shit ain't gonna come to you because motherfuckers is scared of your ass. Like, this nigga crazy. So it's like, yo, if I had to live with a fucking permanent ice grill, I would kill myself. If I had to frown all day in every video, 24/7, niggas explode. Every time you see me, I gotta be on I'm a nut mode. Like, why? Because I'm a rapper? Like, no. I refuse. If I have to do that to be a rapper, I won't rap. If I can't smile, if I'm not allowed to smile and be a normal motherfucker, I don't want to do shit. Like, that's like your Walmart greeter.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. How you doing? You gotta keep saying the same shit because you're locked into this fucking character. It's like being fucking Mickey Mouse at Disneyland. Like, goddamn, you take that motherfucker off, you're like, fuck, I hate my life. I don't want to fucking live that shit. Like, no, I'm a normal motherfucker. I want to be as, like, for real. I see what doing with a mask. I see what, you know what I mean? I understand what this shit is like. I really want to live a normal life. I want to have a normal life. I didn't want to be a rapper, but it seems like the way to me getting more abundance is like, I have to do this. I love rap because I'm just good at rap, but it's not, I didn't want it to be like the thing that catapulted me to be able to do other shit, but it seems like that's what's going to happen, so, you know what I mean? I wish I could have did something else. I wish I could have been like a chef, or could have been like a college professor, or motherfucking, I wish I could have fucking did so many other things. I could have done, I wish I was a professional skateboarder. Like, I wish I was good at fucking Street Fighter to the point where I could win tournaments. Like, I didn't want to rap. Like, the fuck? Cause, like, I'm just good at rap. I have another friend that's better than me at rap. And, like, he don't even give a fuck about rap. Like, I'm waiting, like, Time Splitters was, like, the reason for me to, like, I'm trying to get my homie to rap and shit. Cause he doesn't take it seriously because he's like, I don't fuck rap. I just want to, you know what I mean? He has, like, a good job and he's taken care of. He don't care about rap. So, but he's really good. But hopefully I'm going to get him to start rapping with me. I think he's better than me. He's more like Doom than I am. He's more like Doom. He's more nuts. You should follow him on Twitter too. He's a ridiculous tweeter.
I'm gonna tap in.
Bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna tap in with you.
So, but like you know how you say like you don't want to be a rapper though, but you also have like skills that other people wish they had. Like because there's people out there like that wish they could like write the way that you do and actually get like stuff off there. Because they may try. But when they come out with the delivery, it doesn't hit like the way they want,
right?
Like to hit it. Because you know the music you
want
to hear.
This shit is hopscotch. It is.
It is.
No, it's not hopscotch. What's that shit called?
Finding the red pocket.
Double Dutch.
Double Dutch. Okay.
It's double Dutch. This shit is like, well, let me just say how I look at rap. One of the main things to make you like monumental and dope as fuck, beyond your lyrics, is the pocket, the flow in the pocket. You gotta be able to fucking double Dutch on that motherfucker. You feel me? Like, when you listen to Twista, okay, Twista's not on the beat. That nigga's inside the beat. He's inside of the beat. When you listen to Project Pat, he's not on the beat. That nigga's inside the beat. E40's inside the beat.
Ooh,
Sugar
like
Free
that.
is
I like
inside of the fucking beat. Inside. Niggas be like, yo, Sugar Free is like off. No, he's not. That motherfucker's in the beat. When you listen to Doom, he be in the beat. And that, see, and we're not talking about lyrics right now. We're not talking about punchlines, bars. We're talking about just straight double dutch. Some motherfuckers got that. And some motherfuckers got that, and they got lyricism. And they got charisma, and they got hooks, and they got, you know what I mean? This is a skill set, being a rapper, you know what I mean? Some motherfuckers got one shit, and another motherfucker, you know what I mean? But, like, this is like fucking playing Skyrim, you know what I mean? And these skill sets that you fucking acquire, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like, motherfuckers want to front, like Nas didn't say no ideas original, but you learn from your surroundings, you learn from what you listen to, and that's the first way that you sharpen your sword. Then the second way is to spar and shit and find people that you can rap against, and then getting in, you know what I mean, doing it like that. But I'm saying, like, we all were inspired by something. Like, everybody was fucking, I mean, Nas was inspired by, you know,
Tragedy. Tragedy Gaddafi.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody, like, you know what I mean? We gotta give it up. I when I came out, I gave it up to the motherfuckers I was inspired to. I did. Go back. And I've always bigged up the motherfuckers that I told. I've always bigged up the motherfuckers that I thought taught me how to rap. And I big up the motherfuckers that I think are dope. And I'm not a hater. And I be retweeting nigga shit. And it's like, I don't care. Like, I'm just like, I don't wanna not be able to be a fan of rap because I'm a rapper. If I'm not gonna have a relationship with rappers, I'd rather not have the relationship and keep it neutral so I can still enjoy the art. Because I want to enjoy the art. I'm a fan of rap. I'm one of the few rappers that actually admit that they like another rapper and don't have the ego and the mask to be like, just pretend like they don't or whatever they do. You know what I mean? Like, when I see dope shit, I genuinely be like, yeah, that's tight. And that's how I make relationships with rappers also. I'll be like, I'll see some shit, I'll be like, yo, that was tight. That's all I say. And they be like, oh, thank you. That's how I met Teddy. I DM'd Teddy. I was like, yo, your shit's tight. He was like, thanks. He was like, yo, you want to work? Yeah. That's how I met Teddy. Just like that. Motherfuckers is so fucking uptight and shit. But that's how I met my motherfucking sparrer and my business partner. Just by being open and shit like that. So that's how I treat everything like that. I don't care what other people do. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. I don't care if motherfuckers think I'm a weirdo or like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like, I know some rappers might see me and they see me like in the comments saying something or like liking a picture and they be like, yo, this nigga, who the fuck? Because everybody's on that time, bro. Rappers is like, we're all, I'm just saying, like, rappers be paranoid and shit. So, but I'm genuinely just a fan of rap. That's all I am. I don't want shit from you niggas. I don't. I just want to be able to enjoy rap. Because if I wasn't a rapper, I would be doing the same shit, so why can't I do it? I enjoy rap. You niggas are not going to kill rap for me. You're not.
And plus, like,
I don't give a fuck.
And plus, like, why would you continue to do something if you don't like doing it? Like, that just makes no sense.
They want to spoil it for you, bro. Because then if you don't love it no more, then you just quit. Because you don't love it. But I love it, and I don't care if I make a fucking quarter off this shit.
Yeah.
As you see, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, we good. I'm taking care of my family's good. You know what I mean? I just love rap, so it's not like I got some crazy rap check one day or something. I never did. You know what I mean?
Not yet.
I'm just...
Not yet.
Not yet. But, you know what I mean? The check I would take, you know, they got to come correcting me. You ain't owning my shit. Nobody's owning my shit, first off. So I'm talking about, you know, holler at me with the distribution type shits and the 80-20 splits and shit like that. And me owning my shit. That's how you come at me. That's how you gonna make your money. Y'all do what y'all, you know what I mean? Get that 20%. You what's wrong with that 20%? Ready to go get that. You know what I mean? But I ain't breaking my shit in half. You know what I mean? No. I don't foresee that happening. So we going, you know what I mean? I'm keeping all my shit. I'm trying to. And I know Teddy trying to keep his shit. For sure. I don't even gotta know what he wants. So we gotta, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not tripping off that. We just rapping. You know what I mean? I got other shit that I do.
Would you ever do acting? Like, I noticed with California, like, it's a beautiful place to, like, shoot movies, though, but, like, the inner city life of, like, a young artist, and you can make a movie about that, just with, like, the whole set and stuff like that. I don't know. I got the cinematic bit for movies. So, would you and Teddy ever do, like a cinematic movie of, like, your upcoming within California? Not after you move to, like,
I already have a movie that I've already written in my mind. Actually, I've written it with like my best, not written it with them, but I was just I'm writing this movie in my mind, and basically it's my life, and it's not over yet. So I can't like nothing. There hasn't been like some shit that was like okay, you know what I mean? Like the ending has happened yet. So once I have it, but like I've already, but for that movie to happen, I would have to direct it. And it would have to be fully written by me, and it would be all controlled by me. And it would be like on some fucking motherfucking Moonlight shit, honestly.
Well,
that's what
I was gonna say it could have been leading up to like the ending. I don't know if this will make sense to you. If the ending would be the beginning for your career, so like the ending would be like you creating the Stenoverse.
It could be, but nah, because there's shit that happened after that needs to be in it.
Okay.
Shit, okay. You know what I mean? Like, the ending ain't came yet. Like, the ending ain't came. It's still going on. Like, it's still going on.
Maybe like a documentary.
God, it may continue, you know what I mean? The grace of God, it will continue.
So like, even with that, I remember, I think you tweeted it, or VDon, but there's like the Stenoverse 2. Was that?
Yeah.
So that's still coming?
Of course.
Well, I bet, like, because you could have did a name change. Like, we're not calling it the Stenoverse 2.
No, honestly, he was like, after we did the album, he was like, the next one, we should do some different shit. And I was like, all right. And then, like, a year came, he's like, fuck it, we're going to do this thing verse 2. And I was like, bet. So after you said that, I'm like, bet. But, like, honestly, it's good to wait a little bit because then life happens. And that's where the content, that's where the, you know what I mean? Because, like, I can dig back on old shit. I don't really want to dig back right now. You know what I mean? So, like, it's cool to have fresh content. And then, you know, you have fresh relationships and breakups and motherfuckers do fuck shit and motherfuckers don't pay you back the motherfucking $40 and motherfucker, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And you can rap about shit. So it's like, it's good to take your time on certain shit. But, of course, you know, motherfuckers especially, you know, I could write an album in a day. If you put me in the studio with the right person, I can write a whole album and record it in a whole day. Fast. Easy money.
Damn,
a week, whatever you want. But I don't make art like that. I mean, I'm telling you, I write my best verses in 5 minutes. Serious. Oh, and then I master it, and then it's recorded in 5 minutes. I've been to the studio and I've recorded 8 songs in 2 hours. Oh, shit. 8 songs. I'm like the type of rapper that's like how Conway said he's the machine. I feel that because it's like I am a machine too, but I just don't work like that. I'm a machine in a different way, like just a different type of machine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the fulminator.
See, I was wondering what that. I was gonna ask you what that meant on Twitter, but okay, now I get it.
Fulminator?
Yeah.
Fulminator is just like Terminator, but with full on it.
Okay.
It's like, you know, it's like, you know, some West Side shit, some West Coast shit. It's just like, what's up, fool? Terminator, Fulminator. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, but that's also like because you're from the West, and that's what I like about like your artistry now too. Because like let's just be real now too. There's a lot of artists out there copying well, no, I wouldn't say copying. There's a lot of artists out there rapping.
Imitating.
Yes, they're imitating like the Griselda sound, and it's like, why wouldn't you want to make your own sound? And that's why I like your music.
Sound. Yeah, be like that.
Yeah, because like when you go into your music, it's a different sound. It's not like
it is, but that's Teddy though. That's Teddy.
You got that ear, though. Shit.
Because like when I listen to West Side Gun albums and I listen to Nasty, and I be like, damn, I love that song, right? And I'm like, I want these beats now. But then it's like that's their beats. It's like, okay, it's their beats. That's Derringer or whoever they got, and it's like that's for them. I feel it. And I got Teddy. And these type of shits, but Teddy is so versatile. He does a bunch of shit, bro. Like, he got, like, shit that sound like Pop Smoke. He got Pop Smoke sounding beats and drill beats and trap beats and, like, R&B shit. Like, he's in a different bag. He got, like, I think the rap shit is, like, this underground sound shit. That's the easiest part to him. That's, like, he's shitting that up. But, like, the fucking trap shit, that'd be, like, a little more difficult, but it'd be coming out crazy. Like, the way we about to come is not about to be like how other rappers is like, you know what I mean? Because some people got their bag, and that's good. And I'm just having to be, like, this is my natural bag where I am right now, but, like, I don't plan to, like, just do this. I can do anything, honestly. So, like, this is always going to be home, and you always going to get one of these, an album, one of these a year, like, you know, like one of the 4 albums I dropped.
Yeah.
4. But expect different things from me. Don't expect me to fucking do a reggaeton album, or I'm gonna be doing a whole R&B album or some shit, or like, don't expect no whack. But I'm gonna be in different bags. I'm gonna be versatile.
Cause you want to
but
evolve.
Also, my shit is like, it's gonna be sonic. Like everything's gonna flow. So it ain't gonna be just like a bunch of random shit in one album. Like, I'm gonna take chances, but I'm still gonna try to flow with my shit. So you need to go on though.
You want to evolve.
I am evolving. I've been playing Pokemon Shield, and it's like the funnest game I ever had.
Hey, that's classic right there. I'm still on Sun and Moon. I ain't tried Sword and Shield over there.
You gotta get in. They still got the old Pokemon on it, so it's like it's still nostalgic, and it's just like so new and tight. I
think the one that wrecked it for me was that one they had before that Let's Go Pikachu bullshit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this?
At some point it was just like, I don't know none of these Pokemon and I don't care, and it was just like these games don't matter.
Exactly, yo, there's too much.
Yeah.
Yo. We like 30 plus, man. We don't have time to name 750 Pokemon. Barely named 750 songs.
I think that's the joke though. I was thinking about this. Like, they're saying like, gotta catch them all. Like, no the fuck you don't. No you don't. You can catch the motherfuckers you want and leave the motherfuckers you don't want. You could also do that, but they don't tell you that. They'd be like, got it, fuck that. I'm catching the motherfuckers.
I think back then was the marketing scheme, because back then was only 150. They're like, yo, how can we get them all? Oh, God, catch them all. There you go, that's the marketing scheme. You gotta think like
it's a good one. It was a good one.
Gotta think
but that's I've been using that motto how I play Pokemon now. Like I don't gotta catch them all, and I'm not. Like, I only probably got like 30 Pokemon on that game right now, because it's like, I don't care. I just want the cool looking ones. I literally only want the cool looking ones and the cute ones. I don't give a fuck about none of the other shit.
So like with like you like actually like being within games now too, would you ever like consider like, because I just seen like, I think it was FIFA. Yeah, I believe it was FIFA. You know, my guy Ty Ferris, Will Spit, and so they're digging into like these. I noticed with these video games, they're digging into like the underground wave. Like,
Teddy got in I think a Need for Speed, the last Need for Speed. Teddy's on.
Shit! Okay, I think it was called Heat.
One of them, yeah, them shits. He got a bag for that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the video game people are tapped in, obviously, and we're obviously tapped in. So
like with the GTA update coming out, because they're gonna be
hell yeah.
So I'm waiting to hear like, Silly Boy in this.
For me to get acknowledged like that would be stupid. I'd probably be willing to do that for a very minimal amount of money.
Hey, yo,
put that up.
But you be everywhere with that though, because you gotta remember, like, GTA.
Indubitably.
Because I don't think like people give GTA the credit it deserves for putting people onto new artists. Because if you go back to GTA 3, like, these dudes put on Sean
P.
Yeah, and Royce the 5'9".
That's the first time I ever heard of Sean P. And I didn't even know he was Sean P. because I wasn't tapped in like that. I had to go, like, I became an adult, and then I was like, oh shit, that was dude off GTA 3. Yeah. And then I'm one of the people that's from the West Coast and wasn't tapped in. So I found out about Sean P later. I'm sad to say, but
no, it's okay.
I tapped in, and the shit. Yes.
But like, see, even like
we fuck with Sean Price in this house.
But I know what you mean though. I was like with that with Too Short and GTA San Andreas. That Too Short song came on. I was like, yo, I don't know who it was to was it. That dude might do. I'm like, damn, yo. So yeah, I know what you mean.
See? Yeah, that's the way. Like, I respect shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm grateful that my manager and my brother Thilo got me on Adult Swim this year. Like, I was on Adult Swim this year, and like
you were. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was right before COVID. So the trajectory is always on a good trajectory, and then shit just happens. But I don't care. I'm just living life. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be here.
Let's talk about that before I let you go. For the Adult Swim, they premiered your single, right, with Thelonious Martin? Was that the one?
Mm-hmm. That's for the new album that we're doing, Lord of the West.
Oh, I remember you saying something about that.
We've been working on that for probably since the last time we spoke, literally.
Oh shit! Okay, damn, yeah. I remember on your Twitter you were saying something about like you have some Lord of the West, like this price going up. So I never knew the Adult Swim single was.
Price is going up.
Damn. Okay.
500 when that drops.
You guys heard that, so don't come with 450.
No. It's going up 1,000. It's going up 1,000.
Oh shit! Okay.
Sorry. It's going up 1,000.
So
Right now, it's $667 to get an Adonis verse. That's not a lot of money. $667, and as soon as you send me the money, that transaction means you denounce Satan. So if you want to denounce Satan and be a good person, put your foot over the dollar or over the mark of the beast and give me 667, and I will give you a meaningful verse that'll be good for you. It'll be a fresh one. Trust me. Tap in before the next album comes out because it's going up a rack. Trust me.
Man. So
love y'all.
So with Adult Swim, like, would it be? So they just premiered it though, but like, do they have the rights to like put that in like their shows? Because I know they do a lot of shows.
I'm sure they have some rights to use it, but it's still my song, and we're gonna use it on my album. You know what I mean, it's still my song, but they have like licensing rights in certain ways. You know what I mean? Like, and they promoted it on their Twitter, they promoted it on their Instagram, they put it on Snapchat, they put it on TV, they put it in one of the bumps, they put it on their website. So I'm fucking with Adult Swim. I actually wanted to get on that Fish Center or something, where they perform live. I wanted to do that, but COVID and a bunch of shit. So just hopefully I can build on that relationship, and we can continue to have that relationship. And it's all love. I grew up watching Adult Swim. They raised me just like MF Dome and all this shit. So I'm just grateful, and I thank God, and I thank my people for getting me where I am. Blessed.
So like with you, just before I let you go, so before like when you were getting into this music now too, did you think like that you would have like 4 or 5 albums like
right now?
Yeah.
I guess. I was like, I'm gonna just keep, my momentum slowly. My momentum definitely went down after this thing of ours because I was just depressed and I was just in a badass place at that time, and I was just fucking not taking care of myself and bunch of shit. So like, but then I got my shit back together with Victoria, and then it was like, it was just easy to do Logan, and now I'm back in my groove. I had to like do what I wanted to do. I'd be doing like all these shit to be like, I'll be doing what I mean. I want to like have more freedom, and the next album will probably be like just my shit beyond like Elo. So I'm about to just keep this momentum. But yeah, I thought I was gonna have a couple joints. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like when everyone pictures their dream, they don't really like know, like they try to like, I'm gonna have this album, I'm gonna have my first debut, I'm gonna have my Reasonable Doubt, I'm gonna have my volume 1, 2, 3, 4, but it doesn't really go like that sometimes.
No, I wrote I Spit on the Devil inspired by It Was Written for sure though. I was like, this one's gonna be like It Was Written, because to me it just seemed like it was what I wanted to do, and it was like polished. You know what I mean? It wasn't like so crazy with like how I was assassin on this thing of ours. I just did that so y'all knew that I could do that. But it wasn't, you know what I mean?
Dude, that's actually a good point, yeah. I'm going back and...
You know what I mean? Like, I did this one more like, it was like, I wanted to be short, sweet, but like every joint is like, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to have a good album. I wanted to have an album where I could compare it to another good album and be like, okay, my album's good. Like, it's a good album. Like, I'm not saying it's a classic and it's fucking like, oh, this is the fucking... But it's just like, it's a good album. I know that. Nobody could even tell me.
At least you know.
Nobody could be like, oh, it was alright. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
I like how you said that, though. You're an assassin on the Stennifiers, because, like, that's, like, in a way, that's, like, your Reasonable Doubt. Because, like, you're showing people you get busy. It's not that much emotion on it. But as you go on throughout time, you start opening up throughout more in your music. So that's what I like about that project. It's like, damn, you can see it grow from, like, this to this.
So now my next thing is I need to have the emotion and the phonetic and the whole shit package of like I Spit on the Devil, and have the assassin and the crazy beats of this thing of ours, and put that together and have like an emotional connected album that's lyrical as fuck and the beats are fucking crazy. That's like a possibility, but like I'm just taking it one step at a time,
But Jay, you never know what you can create in the future, because you're Lord of the West. That could be a bit of everything. Bit of Victoria, bit of Logan, bit of Spitivers, bit of... See, that's what I like, because like an artist, when they have multiple projects, they can pull from that. It's like, man, I'm going to channel this energy. I'm going to channel this energy.
Yeah, man.
So with that being said, though, this is the last question. I believe that, you can speak things into existence. So with you, like, knowing where you're gonna go and like having a good head on your shoulders, you have like people reaching out to you, who is your dream collaboration besides MF Doom?
Drake.
Oh shit! Wow, that shit came right out of left field.
Drake.
Damn.
Drake and Draco. Drake and Draco the Ruler. Those are two rappers that I really want to fuck with. Like, I like them. And Sauce Walker. Drake, Walker? Draco, Social Man.
Yeah, we gotta let the people know that you're talking about Draco the Ruler, because these kids, they may not know.
He just got out of prison. Draco the Ruler just got out of prison. He was on some bullshit ass charges. Y'all should look into his case. Go listen to his new album. It's called We Know the Truth. I love Draco. I don't give a fuck if we ever meet or we, you know what I mean? But I just like his music, and I think y'all should tap into it. That's a part of the LA right now, and I'm trying to show in this that it's not about one person or the other, and it's just about like we should come together. And I fuck with Draco. So Drake, of course. I said Drake first. Fucking
Draco the Ruler, and then Sauce Walker.
I swear.
I swear.
A lot of the shit out of the I swear Vezo. I think that's how you pronounce his name. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. What else? Rio, Young. All the shit out of Detroit is lit. I fuck with it. Like, I'm really fan of shit. Like. And it's not about, like, I don't care if these niggas fuck with me. I mean, that ain't gonna make or break me. I'm just reaching out and saying I like these artists. Yeah, with those artists.
I think that if you ever got the opportunity to, this is the last one for the show. I think if you ever got the opportunity that if you and Danny Brown ever did an album, y'all should do that on DMT. That shit would come out amazing.
I was trying to do DMT for New Year's, but I just want to get safely into 2020.
Yeah.
I'm one of the rappers that want to actually be alive. I want to live and shit, and I want to have a normal life. I don't even want to do this rapper shit. Let me just admit to you niggas. I just want to live, man. I just happen to be really good at rapping. So good luck to everybody up there.
Man, y'all be safe out there. And yo, before we let you go, is there anything that you want to tell the people where they can find your music, where they can support? I'll put your Bandcamp links, everything else in the description below. Go buy
I Spit on the Devil on Bandcamp if you can. You know, make a wish when you buy it. As long as you're not trying to hurt nobody or yourself, it should come true. It's $11.11. You know what I mean? Follow me on Twitter at Adonis Sound, 2 words spelled the same way. Instagram, same thing. And follow me on YouTube at Adonis Sound, or just put in Adonis Sound and find me and follow me. I need 100 subscribers so I can fucking start being, I don't know, they said I had to get 100 subscribers so I could do something. So. And follow all the girls that I retweet on my Twitter. Just follow them. You know, just follow any girl that I retweet. You should just follow them and just tap in and just be tapped in and like beautiful art and women and, you know, lovely things that, you know, just good things like that. You know what I mean? And be a blessing to somebody. I don't know. Hey, can I do shout outs?
Yeah, you can do that. It's for sure. There's no other podcast though.
I just want to give a shout out to my nigga Young Corn. Give a shout out to my nigga Foul P, Daz, Kent Dub, Thugger, T Murder. Shout out my nigga Nacho Chick. Shout out Rose Park in Utah. Shout out Long Beach, the whole shit. Shout out Los Angeles. Shout out my manager, Jay Smalls. Shout out Thilo. Shout out my nigga VDon. You know what I mean? Shout out Shad, nigga that, you know, put me out. And yeah, they're my niggas. Y'all my niggas too. Go buy my album, you know what I mean? Go buy my shit. Go buy something. Y'all niggas be don't buy my shit, bro. Stop playing. Go to ispitonthedevil.com.
Oh, see? Okay, did you put that?
Go to ispitonthedevil.com. And the name of my group is Metal Gear, just in case before somebody else takes it. The group that me and Teddy have is called Metal Gear. There we go. And my name is Sucio Snake, a.k.a. Solid Snake. And that's the big boss, a.k.a. Teddy Andreas. And I mean, that's the group right there. We Metal Gear and we coming. And, yeah, be ready for that type of shit, man. We taking over this rap shit for real. I'm sick of you niggas.
Yeah, this guy dropped an exclusive at the end. Okay, Metal Gear? Oh, shit.
All type of shit. Go to ispitonthedevil.com and follow all of them girls that I be retweeting because, you know what I mean, they got to eat too, man. Don't be hating on these girls, man. Stop hating. Don't be a hater. You're going to go to sleep being a hater and you ain't never going to be a neighbor to a real one. So, make it happen.
Ladies need love too, yo. He ain't disappointed.
Yo, everybody need love. Ladies need love. Shout out LL Cool J. That's my real cousin. For real. Shout out to family.
And we touched on that a lot. And then for y'all, if you got this far now, tap in because I'll include our first conversation when we first talked over the phone after this. So when he talks about what he just said about LA as his cousin, yeah, we talked about all that a year ago. So if y'all
tap
just
in, tap into that first
tap
one.
in.
Hell yeah. Yes, tap in. And pay a black person today and don't be a hater. Hey, shout out Long Beach.
Hey, that's a perfect way to I'm going to cut it at that. That's the perfect way to end it. Welcome back from the desk of Low. I have with me somebody from the West Coast, and it's always a pleasure when somebody from the West Coast appears on the show because I ain't had that much West Coast. He's actually the second person from Long Beach. Shout out to Crooked, his first Long Beach guest to ever appear on the show. Without further introductions, I have Adonis.
Yo, what's good?
Let's start this off right, sir. Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, sir. I'm just curious, sir. Adonis, is that your government name?
Yeah, it is. That's my name. That's my dad's middle name, so he just passed it to me.
Oh, so it wasn't hard for you to come up with your stage name at all. It's just you being you.
Well, my first rap name was Arise, Arise. But after like a few years, I changed it to just my real name.
Oh, okay. So you always played around with a stage name before?
Yeah, I did. I had like first two mixtapes was under Arise, and then I did a little hiatus. When I came back, I just went with my real name. It felt better. But I still kind of go by A-Rise or Reezy sometimes. It's like
an alias?
Moniker that I use.
Would you say that's like an alias that you still use?
Yeah, it's like an AKA. I still use it from now, here and there I use it in a couple raps. You might hear me say Reezy or A-Rise. That's like my first rap name.
Okay. I'm curious too, Adonis, too. Are you always from Long Beach, or did you move there?
I was born actually in Salt Lake City, Utah. My dad is from LA. So when he graduated high school, he went to go play ball in Utah for Weber State, and he met my mom. So I was born out there, but then I came back to Long Beach when I was 5. So I lived in Long Beach since I was 5. Elementary, middle school, high school, college, all at Long Beach. I grew up in Long Beach.
Oh, okay. So, like, you being from Long Beach, too, you obviously been inspired by a lot of the greats from there.
Hell yeah, I've been listening to all types of West Coast shit, because my dad is like a hip-hopologist. That's why I rap like this, because he's been playing hip-hop since I was born, so, like, I got a taste of everything, really.
Well, you being from the West Coast, I actually didn't think that you were from Long Beach until I did my research on you, because you don't sound like an average Long Beach artist.
Yeah, that's true. I did that a lot.
Like, you sound like you were from the East Coast, too. And I'm curious, Adonis, too. Was this Thin of Ours the first project that you ever recorded and pushed, or did you do little projects before that one, sir?
My first track I recorded was, like, I was 18, so that was, like, 10 years ago. I fucking recorded, my first song was called Planet Vegeta, and it was on this MF Doom beat that I got off the Metal Fingers box. I forget the name of the beat, but yeah, it was like 10 years ago. That was my first joint. And then I did 2 mixtapes. I did a mixtape called Sunrise, which is on DatFeelin. It's like a hidden gem nobody knows about. And then I did another mixtape called Sunset, but I never put it out on anything. I just had the music. And then I did a little hiatus from rap and shit. But this Thing of Ours is like my first real like project that I really went in on and released, and it's on every streaming site, and I'm got physicals and all that. It's like my first real project.
That's one hell of a debut project.
What's up?
That's one hell of a debut project.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. We worked hard on that shit. It took almost like 8 months or more to really get it to how we wanted it. And we had more records, but I'm glad. I like how it turned out. I think it's dope.
Shout out to my man Norm Regler because he's the one who actually put me on to you too. He's like, you should check out my guy Adonis. I'm like, I
Oh
never
yeah,
heard of it.
that's my dude. That's my dude right there. Me and him, we supposed to be working on some shit. Me and him got some shit coming pretty soon. Off of we using a Revenant beat, so we gonna have some shit coming out soon too. He's dope.
Oh yeah,
So
and
shout out to him.
And shout out to Norm too, man, because this guy right here, man, like your song "Silly Boy" too. That's one of my favorite tracks ever, but like ever. But before we get into your project too, um with you hooking up with VDon, because that guy's production is on another level. How did you hook up with VDon too?
Um, I met VDon through Baby Shy off Twitter. He's like an A&R dude. And I had actually did some work with him. He had made some videos for me. And he told me he had a couple producers and people that are like in the music industry. So he linked me up with VDon off Twitter. I talked to VDon. He sent me a pack of like 5 beats. And I just went in fast. And after I sent him like the first track, and I think the first track I did was what's that? Cloth Talk off my album. That was the first record I did. After that, we locked in. He fucked with me. I fucked with his beats, and we just went in. Ever since then, I think that was like maybe the middle of 2017 or towards the end of 2017. I want to say. And ever since then, we've been rocking.
Oh, okay. Because like for you to do a project with him too. Like a lot of people, I noticed that too with VDon too. Like a lot of people are trying to get his production too, but like you got a full project with him.
I know that's pretty crazy because I just popped up out of nowhere, but I think the chemistry was just there. Like his beats they're like they work perfect for me, and I think he knew like where I was coming from with my style of music and my whole little story, so it just clicked easy. So it wasn't even like pulling teeth. We got it done so easily. It was real organic how we got it done.
Well, in that project too, I noticed because you said "Cloth Talk" was the first track that you recorded for that too. Does placing a song, like the song placement, a big thing for you?
Not really. Like when I got this beat, I just started writing. So it wasn't like really. I didn't name any of those songs. Those are all the names of the beats that he sent me, and we just kept the same name. Like
Oh,
I went in on them, and I just sent them back. Like I didn't put a lot of time. Only thing I put my thought into was the records and my lyrics. But other than that, like it didn't matter. Like I let VDon place the songs how he wanted to. All I wanted to do was just record. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. And I really think how it's laid out is perfect. Like sonically, it's very cohesive and it goes in a good order. So like I wasn't even really tripping off the order or nothing. Like it just worked.
oh, okay, too. Yeah, because I noticed with a lot of artists too, sometimes they let the producer do it too. But I didn't even know that the original names were for the songs were the ones that VDon were beats names sent to you.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. He just sent me names of the beats, and then when I sent back the record, I just kept the name the same, and I never had to like just change something. I think it worked out well like that too.
And this is why I love when artists do interviews too. We're gonna get into your project, this den of ours too. On the intro, when you say you did this record for Daz, are you referring to Daz of DPG?
No, I'm not. Even though I love Daz and Corrupt, and my niggas and them legends, but I'm talking about my homeboy Dave, VDon. He like one of my homies that I grew up with, and we went to the same high school. We hustled together, and he's just like one of my closest friends, like a brother. So I just like when I was writing that, I had him in mind because it was just a flow that I think he was stuck with. So I just named got my homie like that. But I do fuck with Daz, but I just don't need it. Sure. Shout out to Daz.
And too, when you doing that song too, did you know you want to put that as the intro, like just that song in particular, or was that kind of VDon's decision? Because I know you didn't put the songs together.
I think it was just like that was like the biggest like as far as sound that sounded like more of like what everybody would like, and it was like the most lit sounding shit, and it was more like a different type of flow for me. Like, cause if you listen to the national album, I get more in depth with like my flow patterns and how lyrical I am, but that one it was just more of a lit song. So I think like once we recorded Silly Boy, he knew that he wanted that to be like the single for the project, and I think it was just a good way to open up with the whole project. It just started it off like on a big note.
Well, it also grabs the listener's attention too. It's like, oh wow, this is the Adonis guy. This guy is no joke.
Yeah, that's what I think too, man. I'm glad it worked out like that too.
Oh yeah, too. And then when we get into songs like Bruce Wayne too, whip it like a Digimonster, you say, or actually, hang on, before I get into that, when you say Bruce Wayne, the network insane, and you went off on that track too, like what was the inspiration behind that Bruce Wayne track too? Because some of the one-liners that you say in that song too is like, damn, yo, this guy is like too ill with it.
That was a crazy ass record. Funny story, like I was in Long Beach with the homie Dad. We sitting in his car smoking backwoods and shit. And I had all these beats from VDon. I'm just like sitting there waiting on my phone, and I was like, yo, I think I want to rap about Batman or some shit. And then my homie's like, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't know. Just let me. So originally, I wrote that beat too, and I wrote that song to a different beat. I don't even remember the name of the beat, but I wrote it to a different beat that VDon sent me. But then VDon hit me and was like, yo, Shy Haps is gonna use this beat, so try to use a different beat. So I was like, that's cool, because I don't care, like, you know what I mean? So I just put it to a different beat, and I'm kind of glad I did that, because the beat that I put it on, which we used, it goes perfect for it, and it almost sounds like some Batman shit, like some old, like the old Adam West Batman show.
Yeah.
It sounded like comic book shit. So it kind of went even perfect, like how I did that. But I was just high as motherfucker, and I just wanted to rap about Batman, because like I kind of relate to Batman's story of like his darkness and how he rises out of, you know, all that pain that he went through, and how he rose out of that and came off the streets and shit. I've always loved Batman. That's like my favorite DC character. And like I just went off with it, and like funny, because my first song that I ever recorded was called Planet Vegeta, and I was rapping about Dragon Ball Z. So it's kind of like I went back to my roots, like just talking about comic book shit, and like I don't know, it's like it probably stems from like my love for Doom, because Doom is like my favorite rapper, and I always like to be, you know, animated with my shit and talk about different things, like, and go outside and just talk about regular street shit. Because, like, I'm not just a street person. Like, I love all types of weird shit, so I just wanted to implement that. And I'm glad VDon fucked with it, because it was a weird-ass record, but he ran with it. He fucked with it, so I'm just glad that shit came out.
And well, that's also hip hop too, is comic book references too.
Hell yeah, like, that's why I just had to do something like that. And I think I actually have a part 2 to that me and VDon did. It hasn't came out, and then it's just sitting. But it's like a second part to that. And it's dope. I think we might.
I'm curious too, because you said that you listened. I mean, that you went back to your roots too, like with Planet Vegeta when you did the Bruce Wayne track too. I'm curious too. Are you big on anime, Adonis?
Yeah, I love anime, man. Dragon Ball Z is like my intro to that, and then I just kept digging deeper and deeper. I love anime. Comic books, anime, manga, all that.
Oh wow, yes. I never would have thought that too, because I'm big on anime too. My favorite anime is Death Note or Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I love Death Note. Death Note is crazy. We got beat into that like in 11th grade. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I actually fucked with Berserk. I've been like really on a Berserk trip lately. That shit is crazy.
I never heard of that. I may have to tap into that.
Yeah, check that out. They have like three movies on Netflix for it. and it's really brutal. It's really, and dark, but it's really good. And it actually has like a character named Adonis in it, which is crazy.
Oh,
You gotta check it out. That's good.
and you said Doom was one of your favorite rappers too. He's actually one of mine too. Mad Villainy. What does that album mean to you, Adonis?
Yo, Doom is my all-time favorite, and I don't have a problem saying that he's the best rapper to me. He's the best. But when I discovered Mad Villainy, I was just on a crazy Doom trip because he was such a enigma. Like I knew nothing about him. The first song I heard was fucking Sofa King off of the Danger Doom album. And then we just kept digging deeper and deeper and finding new shit. So it was like every day I would find a new Doom record. And then when we came across I heard Rhinestone Cowboy.
Oh.
And I seen the video. And I was like, this shit is crazy as fuck. And he was saying shit that it sounded like, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. But then I would look up his lyrics and everything he said had some meaning or some deeper background to it. So it was just like, Mad Villainy from front to back. It's fucking crazy to me. Like, that whole album is crazy. So, that's like one of my favorite records ever.
Would you say
He's
that
solidified as one of the greatest just off that?
Well, and that album too has been coming up a lot on my show too. Would you say that you bought that album before on
Oh,
CD?
I definitely bought that album.
I bought
Definitely. I bought multiple Doom records.
I'm curious too. Did you I believe Doom was the first person to ever do like that sealed bag packaging.
The food packaging?
Yes,
where it smells like chocolate?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I actually bought that for myself, and I bought that for my homegirl, Keisha, for her birthday. I remember buying that album. That shit was crazy.
Did you bother? Because like with a packaging like that, it doesn't really make you want to open it too. I'm curious. Like, were you hesitant on opening it?
I opened mine, but the one I gave to Keisha, I don't know if she ever opened it, but I definitely opened mine because I want.
Like, I gotta check this artwork out inside.
Yeah, that album was crazy.
So as we kind of strayed off a bit though, but that's okay. As we come back to your project to Revident, that song, when that's a song you paint a vivid story to with your words too. I'm curious, was that song in particular inspired by a woman you know?
Revenant?
Yes.
Maybe a little bit, but mostly I was just spitting, and I just write whatever comes to my mind, really. So it might have had a couple of things about a girl, but not necessarily it was based off of her and anything like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I know people draw inspirations from women or live in life too, and like I'm curious too when you say stuff like should I pursue this drug money or chase me a degree, you're brutally honest in your rhymes. Like you're brutally honest. Do you listen to a lot of Malcolm X speeches?
Absolutely. When I was like 12, my dad made me read the autobiography. So, ever since I was younger, I've always looked at his life and seen his transformation, and it's really inspirational to me. And it's it shows how anybody can fight demons within themselves, and anybody can grow and change from anything. That's why I just hope that in this world that we learn to accept people more and let them grow and change and evolve, because you never know what a person can turn into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true. Would you say when you started pursuing your career as a professional, would you say you had to do things that were out of your comfort zone?
That I absolutely got out of my comfort zone, because I'm not a outgoing person, and that's just to my own fault. But I had to start, getting out of my comfort zone, talking to people that I don't know, meeting new people, and really taking my music seriously. Because I've been rapping for a long time, but really, when I started to take it really serious is when I got with VDon and King Thelonious Martin. That's when I started taking it serious and really thinking that I could make a career out of this shit.
So I had to do a 180 and kind of like go in a different direction with my life. And I'm trying to get back into that now, actually.
Does seeing Crooked being from your hometown and accomplished everything he accomplished a big inspiration to you?
Absolutely. He's like one of the dopest MCs fucking, and he's from my city, so he's a big inspiration, and he's lyrical, so it's like, when I see people like that, especially come out of Long Beach, it gives me hope that, like, there's a lane for me, and there's a way that I can make money and take care of my family off of, like, what I love to do. So that's why I'm doing this right now.
Yeah, because, like, a lot of people I noticed from the West Coast, too, have a more, like, they have a more story, like, they have a story that everyone can relate to. Like, would you say you ever do a personal album, like a Book of Ryan personal album?
Yeah, I would, and that's like one of my problems with like opening up is because it's like I can gas and spit about anything all day, but like when it comes down to like talking about the pain in my life, like I tried to dig into that a little bit on VDon's project, but when it gets real personal, it gets hard for me to write it. Like I've never been able to like sit down and write a record about my mother or my relationship with my mother or like anything like that because it's just hard. But like I know that that's what people would want to hear is like my real story and like what I've really been through and all the pain and like that's what people want to see. They want to see your true self. So like I really want to do that. And like one of my next projects, I want to dig deep into like myself and really talk about everything that's been going on in my life and like what I came out of and shit.
Yeah, cause like it just sounds, cause like just by hearing your music too, and just like me listening to it, it just sounds like you have a lot more to say.
Yeah, it's a lot of pain that I might withhold, and I think I need to release that and show that I'm more human than I let on. You know what I mean? Because we all go through things, and people may not realize it, but I go through things just like the next man. And I want to be able to reveal that and be more vulnerable, and I think I should, honestly.
And you never know what that music might do to someone's life.
Yeah, it might save someone's life. It might save my own life, so definitely want to get into that.
As we come back to your project too, Cloth Talk, you obviously smoke a lot of weed too, because when you said the Kush turned me into Darth Vader, heavy breathing, I was like, yo, this guy's so, yo, that shit made me, that line right there made me a fan. I was like, when you incorporate Star Wars and weed, oh yeah, you definitely, you definitely in my books right there. I'm curious too, do you ever watch Star Wars, or did you just kind of use that reference?
Oh, hell yeah. I've watched every single one. Actually, I don't think I watched the last one, but I watched all of them, you know what I mean? From the first three. I like the ones that came out, what is it, I like Clone Wars. What's the one where, Anakin fights Obi-Wan?
Oh, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like the newer ones, but I love that one.
Yeah, a lot of people like they used to shit talk the sequels too, but like those ones are actually like Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Yo, I enjoyed those. I don't know what everyone's tripping about.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith was dope. There were some crazy fights. Yoda got busy. Fucking Mace Windu got busy. Yo, that was like a dope ass one. And then that ending where fucking Anakin got his ass whooped. That shit was amazing. I don't know why people don't like that shit. And
you actually find out why he got turned into Darth Vader too, and that's like part of history right there.
Exactly. You get to figure out why he, it's like his backstory. Shit's crazy.
I'm curious too. Would you ever do acting? Like not as of right now, but later on in your career?
Would I ever do what?
Acting.
Acting? Oh, hell yeah, I would do acting. I would love to do that shit. I think that would be dope. But it would have to be like some cool... I mean, it don't really matter. I would love to, just... Because I'm an artist. I like to try different things. And, like, I love to draw. I love to paint. I love to fucking... Like, I want to write my own anime and shit. I would love to act. I would love to even write, like, a script or something.
I like how you said that, do your own anime. Maybe you could be the one that will do that battle rap anime that I've been trying to talk into existence forever.
Oh, that would be dope. I never even thought of that. That shit would be dope.
Yeah, because, like, I
Yeah.
noticed, I love when artists incorporate anime in their music, too. Are you well aware of Linkin Park, Adonis?
Say it again?
Linkin Park?
Oh, yeah, that's like the first rock band ever. Like, that's what got me into rock. And I love rock. Like, I listen to heavy metal, death metal, punk, all that. But, like, that's like the first band that I got into. Linkin Park, then I listened to Korn, and it kind of just opened up a whole big-ass door of rock to me. Because I grew up in Long Beach. Long Beach is a weird city where, like, all the black kids skateboard, all the black kids like anime, all the black kids listen to rock. We got Sublime out here. Like, this is a weird city. Like, but there's still gang banging and violence and drugs going on. But it's like it's a melting pot. Long Beach is a big melting pot. So there's a bunch of cultures that all blend together, and like people that you would think are one way would be a different way. You never know. Like, so yeah. Definitely fuck with Linkin Park.
Did you ever see the video Breaking the Habit?
Yeah. Was that on Meteor?
Say that last part again?
Was that on their album Meteor?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, it was the anime video. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I brought that question up, too. Would you ever do an anime video like that? Like, because they got somebody to draw that whole video for them.
That would be dope. If I could find an animator that would work with me, and I could, figure out the budget, I would definitely do that. That's dope. I love animation, and I love hip-hop, so why not put that together?
And I'm curious too. Because everyone always gives the most obvious answers: Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, or Digimon. What's an anime, like a hidden anime gem that you found, Adonis?
My uncle put me on Ninja Scroll, the movie.
Oh,
That's a classic gem right there. Vampire D Hunter. That's another classic movie. Berserk is fire. I like Baki. They just remastered that and did that. What's another crazy anime?
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell, of course. That shit's fire. I fuck with Gundam Wing. I fuck with, let's see, what else? I mean, I've watched so many fucking animes. I used to watch Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, Inuyasha. Wow, that's old for me.
Yeah,
wow.
that's a dope one. Yeah, even, I think Doom has even, like, brought up some Inuyasha in a couple of his raps. What else? I'm drawing a blank, but man, I love anime. So, what's that?
Boondocks.
Oh, Boondocks?
Yeah, that's definitely anime.
I fuck with Samurai Champloo. I fuck with Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is like one of my favorite anime.
Did you? I just want to throw something out of left field. Spirited Away or Kiki's Delivery Service?
Wait, say that again?
Did you ever see Spirited Away or Kiki's Delivery Service? I just want to throw something random in there too.
I've seen Spirited Away. That's hard. And Princess Mononoke, I think that's dope too. You ever seen that one?
No, and I still have to see Spirited Away.
Oh man, check that out. That's like a classic. I think it's the same animator, I think, too, that did that.
Oh, okay. And then with your because we're kind of straying away though, but like that's why I love where artists do interviews too, because you can get to know how they are outside the music too. With your album cover, is that one of your family members in the cover, or did you just kind of find that?
Actually, VDon and my old manager Max, he hooked me up with Feeful, and Feeful did the cover. Feeful's like a photographer, graphic designer from Paris, and he put that together. And I think it works perfect because it's like, I'm saying this thing of ours, and this thing of ours, it might come from like a mafia type of thing, La Cosa Nostra, Italian type of thing, but hip-hop is this thing of ours, and I wanted it to relate to black culture. Not saying that of course it's less black culture, but this is like our thing. So that's why you see the two black guys playing chess, and you see the white people behind them and shit. It's like, this is the whole thing, almost like a seat at the table with Solange or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it worked well.
because I noticed that a cover is very important to the project too, and a cover always has to have meaning behind it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm glad you shared that on the show, sir, because when I go back and listen to your project now, it just makes me cherish it more now. Because like I'm not gonna front. When Norm put me onto your music, I was like I wasn't expecting to. I was just I'm like, man, Norm gonna put me on to this guy, and I'm probably gonna like it. But when I heard that Silly Boy track, I was like, alright, everybody leave the fucking room. I need to listen to this. I need to roll up and play it 5 or 6 times to feel the same way that I do. And when I played it through the sixth time, I felt the same way this first time when I heard it. I'm like, yo, I gotta reach out to this guy.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all listeners checking out that album. Me and VDon, we worked hard on that shit, and I'm glad that I got the response that it got.
Did you?
So I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Or anytime, my guy. Did you expect that response? Because I know you take your craft serious. Or the response kind of was a big surprise for you.
It was a big surprise to me because I kind of came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? This is like my first major project that I've ever done. So when I dropped it and it got the response that it got, and everybody started hitting me up on Twitter and Instagram, that shit shocked me. Cause, like, I'm not used to that type of shit. And then when I did a show and people were fucking rapping the lyrics and people were coming up to me after my set and telling me how much they loved the album, that shit blew my mind because I'm just like, I've always been able to rap like this. And this is like my first time I ever got any notoriety for it. So it did blow my mind. It wasn't a surprise. I had no idea what was going to come out of this. And I'm happy that VDon, you know, gave me that chance and fucked with me like he did because, like, this is like the beginning of my shit. And it's like a good start. I love how I started with this shit. This is like a great album to me. It means a lot. Every beat is dope. I put my all in every verse. So I had dope hooks on that shit. Like, I really worked on that shit. And we recorded records to get it perfect. I bounced around all types of different studios trying to get this shit done. So, like, I put work into this shit, and I'm glad that people appreciated it, fucked with it, for real.
Would you, because you can rap pretty fast, like, I'm not gonna lie, would you consider rapping more like that on future projects? Because I know you can rap fast from what I heard.
Absolutely, like, it's always got to be, like, I always feel the beat out. And if I feel like I can go faster, then I will. But, like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people that rap really fast, but they're not saying shit. But, like, to me, it's like I need to be able to keep the tempo up, but still be able to, like, say something. You know what I mean? Something that's, like, that's going to be profound. So, like, it always depends on the beat for me. Because I can do a slow flow or a fast flow. It just depends on how I'm feeling in the beat and how it hits.
It just depends on your mood.
Yeah, it depends on the mood. But I think, like, the greatest fast spitters is, like, Busta. Twista is one of my favorite rappers. Of course, Bone Thugs and shit. But Twista, like, he's undeniably, like, his album, Adrenaline Rush, that's in my top 5 albums. Like, he's one of the best, and the album is crazy. And, like, he's rapping fast, like, he's saying so much shit. His story is so crazy. And he's painting vivid-ass pictures, but he's not sacrificing his story by just rapping fast, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
so, like
there's meaning
that's
behind
big shoes to fill if you want to do that.
I never would have expected Adrenaline Rush to be in, like, one of your top albums.
Definitely, that's my top 5 albums for sure. That and It's Dark, It's Hell, Is Hot is in there too for sure. I have to think about it, but that's one of my. I always go back to Adrenaline Rush. I love that album. Like, it's dark, it's deep. I love the melodies. That's a classic album. Classic.
I'm curious. It sounds like that you were born in my era too. I was born in '91, sir. I was wondering, were you born around that same era?
89.
Oh, okay. So we definitely in the same era then. You only got like 2 years on me.
Yeah, I was born in 89. So when I was born, like, my dad, he basically my dad was 19 when I was born. So my dad basically got to watch hip-hop be created, and he went through every motion of it, from Sugar Hill to fucking Run DMC to fucking Big Daddy Kane to LL. Like, he went through all that, and so I got to hear everything. I have respect for every era of hip-hop right now. Like, I've seen and heard everything just because, like, where I lived, it was like I was studying hip-hop because that's all I heard. You know what I mean? So I went through all that. So I got very respect for all hip-hop.
What did your dad...
I definitely studied.
Well, and it was a big part of your life, too, from the start, too, because your dad was 19, so your dad was obviously still a kid himself.
Exactly. So when he was discovering hip-hop, I was discovering it with him, you know what I mean? So, and I always wanted to be just like my dad. So whatever he was doing, that's what I was trying to do. So everything he listened to, that's what I listened to. That's why Adrenaline Rush is one of my favorite albums, because my dad used to bang that shit in his whip. And my dad had a crazy sound system, and I would be like 10. That's why I love that album. I grew up on that album.
That's inspiring to hear. And, like, for you to, like, do music, too, like... What did your dad say when he heard that album? Like, your album.
My dad freaked out. But it's crazier when I dropped my first record. I wish I could find it. I think my mom has it. But when I did Planet Vegeta, my dad I did it in Utah because I was out there for the summer or some shit. And I came back. My dad picked me up from LAX. And then I played him. I had the CD and I played it for him. And he played it over and over and over and over. And he just looked at me like, who is my son? Because he had no idea that I was doing. He had no idea. So when he finally heard me doing that, his mind was blown. And that's why I've always loved hip hop. You know what I mean? I always want to make my pops proud too. And like, my dad loves hip hop so much that I could never just half-ass it. I could never just not try my hardest and spit, because my dad would tell me if my shit was whack, and I know that.
Oh yeah.
So I had to impress him. Yeah, my dad loves this thing of art. My dad fucks with all my music.
I must feel like, I wonder what that feeling's like knowing, like, because, like, you're his son, and when he listens to, like, that thing of ours, I wonder what he says when he hears that, because, like, that's what a hell of a project, and for you to be his son, wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pops is proud. He just wants me to keep going and keep grinding. That's what I want to do, too.
Would you say, does your pop give you a lot of advice?
Hell yeah, he's always giving me advice. Even at this age, I always go to my dad for advice about everything. Music, women, life, working, anything. You know, my dad he's a big pillar in my life. So I always go to him for advice about shit. Especially about hip-hop, because he's a big hip-hop head. And it's crazy. The craziest part about my roots in hip-hop is, a few years back, we found out that fucking LL Cool J is my dad's, like, first cousin.
Oh, really?
So we went to a family reunion and got to meet LL, and we met his whole family. I met my cousins, his son, and his daughters and shit. So when I met him, it was just like, man, this shit is in my blood. This shit is in my DNA. Of course I'm supposed to rap. Of course I'm supposed to be this way. Like, it gave me, like, a sense of purpose again. Because it was like, man, I knew there was a reason why I had this shit in me. You know what I mean? My dad is a poet, but when I found out LL was like my blood cousin, that's when I was like, yo, this shit is really crazy, man. Cause it's like destiny, man.
Well, I was actually going to bring that up later on in the interview, because you don't have that much pictures on your Instagram, and one of the first pictures you uploaded was you with a picture of LL. I'm like, wow, that's like, for you to, like, be family to LL, that actually makes a lot of sense why you're such a dope ass rapper.
Yeah, that's how I thought about it too. Like, this shit was crazy. When I met him, he's cool as hell. He's a genuine dude, you know what I mean? And when I met him, I didn't even bring up that I was a rapper or nothing, because it was just family.
Yeah.
I got to meet everybody in my family, and it was just a beautiful moment. So it just, everything made sense at that moment.
And I'm curious too, he's the one who put me on to you, so I gotta give credit to where it's due. My man Norm Regular, he just appeared on the show and released his Fire EP, Fifth Lavatory. I'm curious, how did Norm hit you up?
I think me and Norm met on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. And then I peeped his music, he peeped my music, he showed love, and we just been cool ever since. So, like, that's why I fuck with Norm. And that's why we about to do some records for sure and get that shit out.
And for you to work closely with VDon too, you're obviously well aware of his resume.
Say that again?
I said for you to work so closely with VDon, you're obviously well aware of his resume.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Would you ever collab with a more mainstream artist? Like, and when I say mainstream, I want to say like a Dave East or a Boogie, because those guys are pretty much mainstream, but they still dabble with the underground sound.
Absolutely. Like, when I first heard Dave East, that's what gave me hope that I could even have a lane in hip-hop. Because I was like, yo, this dude is spitting, he's using the type of beats that I would use. It gave me hope. It was like, yo, like, there's not, like, this lane is not dead. And there's still room, and there's still room for growth in this, and people still want to hear this type of shit. So, like, when I heard Dave East for the first time, that gave me that inspiration. Him and Reg. When I heard them, I knew that I was like, yo, there's something for me to do. Like, I can do this. I would definitely work with Dave East. Dave East is dope.
Yeah, I think you two will make a fire collab.
Hell yeah, I would definitely fuck with him. And I think he'd be out here a lot, too.
Yeah, he's out in LA a lot too. I believe because of Nas, that's why.
Yeah. Mass Appeal actually had posted my album when it dropped and shit. So shout out to Mass Appeal and Nas and all that, man. Shout out to Dave East, all of them.
Oh, you know Nas heard your album.
I hope, man, that would be great. I didn't meet Nas, but when I was 16, I went to Rock the Bells, and I got backstage, and Nas ran right by me to go on stage and do his set. I got to watch the set from behind the stage. That shit was crazy. You know, it's like a legend in me, watching Nas do that shit. And this is like before I ever even had thought about rapping. So it was really mind-blowing because it's one of the dopest MCs. I love Nas. I got to see Nas, Wu-Tang, Pharaoh Monch. I got to see Cypress Hill. And I was backstage the whole time. I got to see Talib Kweli. Redman was there. Like, it was like a really iconic moment for me. Like, I was really starstruck. I remember I got to meet Ghostface. Like, Ghostface is huge. He was, like, so tall. I met him.
Yeah, he is tall.
Yeah, man, it was crazy.
I like how you said Pharaoh Monch too. I actually wasn't gonna ask you this though, but I'm glad you brought that up too. Do you collect a lot of vinyls or CDs, Adonis?
As of right now, I don't, but I want to get back into it. My dad is really doing with the crazy vinyl collection. His vinyl collection is stupid. As of right now, man, every album I bought, I've seemed to have lost. But I don't have a crazy vinyl collection. I wish I did.
Because one of the vinyls that I'm still looking for is Pharaoh Monch, Eternal Affairs.
Yeah, that's a crazy ass record, man. You haven't found it?
No, that's a raucous release, man. I also don't want to pay $1,000 for a vinyl that I don't even know if it's real.
Damn,
I need to feel that shit.
Hell yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, especially for a vinyl piece too.
Oh yeah, you'd be scared to play that.
I won't even be playing that.
Yeah, you don't know to play that one.
With you, well, the reason why I brought that up too, I seen that you just got a vinyl release.
Yeah, it just dropped today on Tough Gong Records. It's pre-ordering right now. We got the black one and then the white one. That shit looks crazy. So everybody go get that. You know what I mean? Go pre-order it. Top that. You know what I mean?
And I'm curious, Adonis, too. Do you plan on keeping a copy for yourself or giving one to Pops?
Oh, definitely. I think my dad already bought one, but I'm going to get my own. Me and VDon, we're going to get our own vinyl, so I'm going to probably keep one for myself. I might autograph some and give them out. I don't know yet.
Would you ever consider framing all of your vinyl releases for something for you to look back on for when you're like 65?
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to. Every project I do, every vinyl that I drop, I'm definitely going to keep one, keep it in the wrapping, hang that shit up. Because these are moments that I'm proud of, you know what I mean? Because music is, like, dear to me. So I'm going to always cherish these moments, man. Always. It never mattered whether one person heard my shit or 1,000 people heard my shit. I always just cherished my music, you know what I mean? So it's more for me than it is for anybody else.
I'm curious, Adonis, too. What's your dream collaboration? Because I believe you can speak things into existence.
MF Doom. That's my dream collab. I would love to work with MF Doom, man, in any capacity, on a beat of his, a feature, anything. I love Doom. That's the reason why I rap. Really, the reason why I rap this way is because of MF Doom and Lil Wayne. Those two rappers inspired me and almost taught me, in a sense, how to rap. So, Doom, definitely my dream collab, man.
Would you say the mixtape Wheezy inspired you?
Hell yeah. Wayne was dropping crazy shit every week, like a new mixtape every week, a new feature, a new song. That's why, like, that he inspired me with the way he just spazzes and just goes off. That inspired me to rap the way that I rap. Wayne is crazy, and I love Wayne. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't give him his props in underground shit because, you know, they caught up in other shit, but Wayne is one of the dopest MCs ever, period.
I don't think another artist with a mainstream career like his will ever have like a mixtape run like he had.
Yeah, his mixtape run is ridiculous. He has too many. Dedication, 2, 3, fucking Drought. Drought is over. All his shit is crazy. I love Wayne.
And not to mention like all the spin-off ones too, like the leaks and all the stuff like that.
Hell yeah. Even before that, he had Squad Up shit. Like, he's been rocking. Like, people have no idea how long Wayne has been doing this thing. He's one of the greatest.
Remember that Squad Up? There's like 7 installments to that.
Hell yeah. Like, I was like in the 9th grade looking that shit up, trying to find that shit. Like, I think the first thing I heard about Wayne, though, was Carter 1. Like, all my homies listened to Wayne. I didn't listen to Wayne. And they just gave me a CD, like, listen to this. And I went home and I was like, oh shit, this man is rapping. I didn't realize how nice he was until I really sat down with that. And that's when I got into all his mixtapes and I followed his career up to that point. Even his shit with Jewels, I Can't Feel My Face.
That album would have been crazy for when it came out.
Crazy. Yeah, Wayne is a fool, and I love Wayne.
I'm curious too, because you're from the same era as me, and I found him do a DVD called Life After Death Row. How did you find Crooked Eye?
I found Crooked Eye through my pops. My pops is, like, I'm telling you, any hip hop artist that was from LA, from California, my pops put me on all of them.
Your pops are big. Your pops know about Crooked's history, obviously.
Hell yeah, my pops put me on all type of shit, man.
And shout out to Crook if you listen. Top 5 right there.
Crooked Eye, shout out to Crooked Eye, man. Shout out to Long Beach, my dude, man. Legend.
Yeah, I forgot to add that legend right there.
Legend.
I'm curious too. When you got the placement on VDon, the Bone Collectors album, did you know that you were gonna be appearing on the Son of Crime Apple?
Hell no, I didn't know that. He just sent me the beat. I flipped it, and then he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get Crime Apple on that shit." And I was like, "Yo, that's fucking crazy." And then I did a show, and I did a show in West Covina, and Crime Apple was headlining that, so I got to meet him. I got to watch his set. He had an amazing set. He's cool ass dude, man. Nothing but love to Crime Apple. I appreciate him. He fucking getting on the track with me, like, and then like just being on that album with all those legends on it. That shit was like a big moment to me. So like, I appreciate VDon and Crime Apple for fucking with me on that, for sure, man. Crime Apple was dope.
What was the feeling like when you heard that song, like front to back, like the finished product with the mixed and mastered and everything?
That shit sounded amazing, man. And Pineapple did his thing. That shit was fire. I was super happy to hear that shit. Also, that Wretch song is fire too. That's like I think that's like my favorite song on there. That shit is fire.
Yeah, my favorite probably song is the Ito song on there, Family Tree.
Yeah. Ito is my dude. Shout out to Ito for
So,
getting on the album and shit, man.
shout out to Ito too, appeared on the show.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm curious too. Um, did you ever perform this thin of hours live?
Yeah, the show that I did where Pineapple headlined, I did, I think, the first 6 songs on this thing of ours. We went through it, and then that's why it was a big eye opener for me, because I met so many people in the crowd that actually had heard the album and had never seen me before and knew some of the songs. So that shit kind of blew my mind that people was really fucking with it like that. So yeah, I definitely performed that. And I actually just locked in another show, and I'm gonna probably do some records off that and some new shit in April with my man VHS.
With your career taking off pretty quickly, do you still have to like self reflect sometimes and say to yourself like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I have to, and I have to realize, you know what I mean? Because I feel like such a normal person that I'll dumb myself down and not really think about it. But I have to like really realize, like, man, like I'm creating a fucking career for myself right now, and like my dream is really happening right now, and I got to keep going. So yeah, sometimes I do got to sit back and pinch myself and think about it, because I'll be around different rappers and different producers and people in this industry that I never thought I would be around. So it's really shocking me. But I just got to keep going, keep working.
I know you're gonna be well. I know you're gonna be one of the greats because that project. Because I noticed that every great has a strong debut, like hence the game. Jay-Z, Nas.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate those words, man, because that shit means a lot.
And hey, like you said, my guy, I keep it a buck on the show, and like I'm early on a lot of talent though, so I'm excited to see what the future holds for you.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the love, man. Thank you.
So I won't take up much of your time, Adonis. Too. This is the last question I ask all my guests too, and it's always interesting to get somebody from my era's perspective on this question.
Okay.
Do you have any words for somebody in a dark place trying to see the light?
Yeah. Take it day by day. And if you're in the darkest moment of your life right now, you got to realize that you got to give yourself that chance to get out of it, because it can't be bad right now, but you never know how good it could be tomorrow. So don't let this moment of pain destroy you, because there will be light in the future. And if you don't allow yourself to get to that light, you'll never know. So always look forward towards something and look forward to that light, because your dark moments won't last forever. They won't. That's all I gotta say.
And that's why I love asking that question too, because every person I ask that question to has their own unique answer to it too, and that's what makes us human.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime, my guy. So with that being said, I know I say classic a lot, but I really do be dropping classics. This is another classic interview from Desk Glow featuring Adonis. Is there anything that you'd like to plug in before I let you go, Adonis? Like I said, I appreciate you doing this show, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Not much to say. Just, man, follow me on Twitter, Adonis Town. Follow me on Instagram, Adonis Town. Go check out my vinyl on Tough Gone Records. And just stay tuned, because me and VDon is coming. Me and Adonis is coming. Me and VHS is coming. Me and Teddy Andreas is coming. Music is on the way. So just, stay tuned and check out my shit, man. Appreciate everybody that fucks with me, man. All love.
And all love over here too. Canada fucking with you too.
For sure. All love to Canada, man. Can't wait to come out there, man.
My guy. And like I said, from the desk low, featuring Adonis.
Thanks.
I just stopped the recording, Adonis. So, not this week, but the week after, I plan on releasing your interview. And like I said, I always do the promotional video, and the day after, I will release it. There's only